What are you waiting for? Me to play the game? Shut up!
Hello today, everybody. I am Mike. I like video game. Also, not playing the X-Files today because we did not want to continue that after our experience with Mulder's playthrough. Hope you're all doing good today,
This
everyone.
game is ass.
My name is Fractal Mind Mike, and we're going to be doing something today, but I don't have a plan. We'll see what we're going to do. Hi there, Demobanes. Good to see you, Killick69. Welcome back, Bo Elving, with the 15 stream streak, you legend. Well done. And Onion9999, good to see you there, as well as BNU, Butthurt Gamer, Jadalers, hi, good to see you. The Sheep, JD, welcome back. I don't know who else I need to say hello to. I know Two Dope is here. Hi, Two Dope. If I missed your name, feel free to shout at me in the chat. Otherwise, feel free to hang out and chill. Either way, appreciate you all being here. Man, it's been a long week already. Things happen slowly around here sometimes. Like me getting organized for this stream. I thought I was going to be on time. I was cooking dinner, and I was like, yep, looks like we've got time. Dinner was cooked, and then we had a few things to do around the house before I got started with stuff, and who knows what happened? I don't know. Something happened. Something happened, and I have no idea. But I lost like an hour of time. Somewhere. It might have something to do with me working on the DOS Ember artwork for the t-shirt, because I still did not have that finished yet. I've kind of finished it. There's a few things I would like to change about it, but I think it's good enough for now. Who knows? Maybe I'll maybe I'll do a V2 halfway through the month or something like that. We'll see. G'day there, Skeptic or Septic. I just realized that I'm not sure how to say your name still, but hi. Good to see you. Hello, hello. Welcome back. Captain, it's Wednesday. It is Wednesday indeed. I'm so happy it's Wednesday. Wednesday's a fine day of the week. I'm gonna drink some coffee. I actually made a coffee before the stream today because I was like, yeah, I'm gonna need that. Been a busy one. Septic, second one. Thank you. I'll try and get that right the next time I see your name popping up. I'm very bad with names to start. It's rare that I get one right first try, especially when it's unusually spelled. Man, so last stream, we did a little bit of eBaying, and I was like this close to being like, oh, maybe I should spend $850. I was that close. And I'm a bit hesitant to open up eBay and start looking at that again, but I also kind of want to do it because there's more acquisitions to be made. Yes, there are. Actually, I noticed when I was searching eBay the other day, a friend of mine who I've traded some games with in the past is selling a large part of their collection, actually. And I think I might want to reach out to them and invite them over to hang out and give me some games. But, I think, yeah, no, I saw they had some games on sale, and one of them in particular is one that I've been hanging out to see listed for a good price on eBay, and they have listed it for a good price. So I might well go and buy that. It's possible. Or I might buy something else. We'll have to wait and see. We shall wait and see. But how's everybody going? I hope everybody's having a good week. I hope you're all enjoying your new season. For us, it's heading right into summer. We're heading right into summer, and we've had a lot of rain and a few weirdly warm days in between all that rain. It's been a strange... Actually, one day we had a really warm day, but also a really rainy day, followed by another warm day, followed by a rainy day. That was all one day. So yeah, the weather here is a bit strange. Oh, Killick with the the very heavy encouragement to pick up video games from eBay. You know what? We might as well take a look. I've teased you enough about it. We might as well take an actual look at eBay. Yeah, we're not playing the X-Files today. I just didn't know what I was going to do. I still don't really know what I'm going to do. There's lots of opportunities for games to play. I think the music got loud. I feel like I'm having to talk much louder than I normally do. Let me just bring that back a little bit. Alright, so, yeah. Let's see. You know what I've been wanting? One of the games I've been wanting to get for a while, and I have to explain this, I have to couch this, because it's a bit weird for me to want this game, I think. Because it's the kind of game that I normally would say, oh, I don't think I'll stream that. When people ask me, like, if I'll stream a game, this game is one that people will often say, like, oh, you should stream a game like that, and then I'll be like, oh, I don't know. I don't tend to do that well at streaming those types of games. But I did used to play them a lot, and that's the strategy games, so, you know, the turn-based strategy type games. I just somehow for me, I find it very hard to, like, enjoy the process of contemplating the moves and, like, playing those kind of games when I'm also trying to stream at the same time. It's like there's a certain part of my brain that doesn't really work so well. But the game I'm thinking of is Masters of Magic. I was just pausing for effect there, but also because yeah, it's Master of Magic. That's a very cheap copy of Master of Magic right there. And that is what I would have been seeing more frequently listed prices, actually. So yeah, actually, this is not a bad deal, but it's also postage is too much. I think our best option, in fact, this is almost, if this was $50, it's an instant buy for me, I think. I mean, maybe with free postage, instant buy. So this is still a very good deal. So, you know. Yeah, I was waiting for somebody to type in Orion, and then I thought I probably haven't left enough time because it's probably like a 30-second delay or something like that anyway. But yeah, Master of Magic, it's a game that I had the demo of, and I was enthralled with it. I thought it was the most mystical and interesting strategy game I'd ever played. Obviously, I had never played like Heroes of Might and Magic or anything like that yet, but like, no, this is definitely an appealing game when I saw it. Good to see you there, Skip the Damned. I hope you're doing well today as well. Dramatic pause indeed, very dramatic. This looks like it's in great condition too, honestly. What does it say on that sticker? Requires 28 megabyte hard drive space for installation. That's pretty hardcore. Imagine if you bought a game today and it was like requires 28 gigabytes of hard drive space to install. You'd be like, oh sweet, it's a small game. Because freaking games these days are like, oh yeah, you need a terabyte. Come on, man, get out of here with that. I don't understand. I really don't. But yeah, this game has some really cool animations and stuff like that. Like when you want to like summon a skeleton or something like that. Actually, I can't remember if it's skeleton summoning is an interesting one or not. But there's certain things that have really cool animations and stuff like that. It's just very cool idea. I do like the idea of like you creating like a little fiefdom or whatever. Like, is that how you say it? Fiefdom? I don't know. You're creating a magical zone of your own and fighting against others for control of territory. It's pretty cool. Master of Magic does things its own way. It's fascinating, yeah. And with DOSBox, it can leak all the memory at once. Yeah, true. Yeah, that's interesting. This is pretty much. This is like, I'm probably gonna buy it. I'm probably gonna buy that, I think. Now, what else do we have available? I mean, it's almost not even worth scrolling through the rest of these. The instruction manual? I mean, it's got everything. What's this green book, though? That's the spell book, but this spell book's black. Interesting. I wonder if it's like an OEM copy of the game or some other version of the game came with that. That was the main downside of Master Magic back in the day. It would always crash in the end. I think because I was playing the demo, I didn't really encounter that problem too much. I don't know if the demo didn't have that feature or if the demo just didn't last long enough to have that feature. I've got 32 megabytes of EMS and it runs fine. Yeah. Maybe the PC I was running it on had more memory, I don't know. Interesting thought. I want to do a little bit more searching. I don't want to buy the first thing that I look up. We can't have that. Maybe we should look for like, let's just search for Lovecraftian. Or just Lovecraft. Let's search for Lovecraft in video games. Just see what comes up. Okay, Lovecraft Untold Stories for the PS4. I've actually played this game. It's not too bad. It's an interesting, like, it's a roguelike. It's quite interesting. I haven't spent a lot of time on it. I played it on one GOG stream one time. And it was pretty fun, though. I think I liked it. Yeah, okay. Shadow of the Comet, of course. Yeah, Prisoner of Ice, of course. Alone in the Dark, of course. This is a strategy guide, though? I wouldn't mind a strategy guide. That would be pretty cool to have. PC Engine, Laplace. Laplace No More. Lovecraft Horror. Man, if I had a PC Engine, I would definitely consider picking that up. That sounds like a good time. Call of Cthulhu, the, What year was this game? I forget what year this was. I think I played it. I'm pretty sure I played this one as well. Untold Stories for the Switch. Call of Cthulhu, Dark Corners of the Earth. So this is just a loose CDs and manual. I've seen this game sell for a high price occasionally. I don't know what it would be now, but yeah, I've seen it sell for a high price occasionally. I love to craft too. Yeah, everybody loves crafting. Necronomicon. I can't remember. I know I've looked at this before. I especially remember this the way they've drawn the logo, but I cannot remember what kind of gameplay we would be expecting. So I'm going to open that one and have a look. An H.P. Lovecraft bust for headphone stand is a pretty cool idea, especially if you had some tentacle style headphones. This is actually kind of cool. If I was the kind of person who had like space to display a bust, I would consider it. It's kind of funny. The Cthulhu one is even better. Hey, Onion9999, thank you very much for the 10 stream streak, you legend. I appreciate it. Always appreciate all the bees. Another copy of Necronomicon here. Okay. Alone in the Dark, FM Towns, Marty, Game Manual, Papers, Box Set, HP Lovecraft. This is pretty cool. This is pretty cool right here. Inside Out Boy, good to see you. I am well too. I hope you are as well. Good to see you, Board Jams. Welcome back. What's news, Board Jams? Yeah, it seems like the prices have settled down on Call of Cthulhu Dark Corners of the Earth. Maybe someday it'll get some more attention again, but yeah, the prices were quite high for a little while on that one. I would occasionally see that one for quite high prices. Seems to have settled back down now. What else have we got here? What is this? Sherlock Holmes, The Awakened. New Sealed Lovecraft? I'm curious what this is. I actually might just want to look that one up. I think this is the same Necronomicon as the one we were looking at, but I'm not sure. Let's open that one up too. Continuing to scroll. Alright. We've opened many tabs. I'm going to have to close some tabs, so let's go ahead and have a look at some of them. So this is the official strategy guide for Alone in the Dark. The first game. Interesting. It's a thick-ish book. It's not too thick, I guess, but thick enough to have writing on the spine. I wonder how much extra detail it goes into here. So, scenario constants in Alone 1. Time and place, the occult, the hero, a true hero, the reptile, the ultimate horror. Entering Alone 1, choosing a character, things in the house, how Carnby defeated the things, the Carnby Papers Part 1, and Derceto. This is really, this could be a really interesting read. Obviously, you could probably find a copy of it on the internet if you wanted to freely read. And possibly, it would come with your GOG game, but I don't know if it comes with the GOG game. The official Limpy guide. Hey, Ruin Tavern, good to see you, dude. Is it hard to stream without a plan, Mike? Anyway, hello. Yeah, a man without a plan. Stream it anyway. I have no plan, but I must stream. I actually have just gone and asked Lutris to install I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream, which is the game that I'm referring to with the title. But I don't know if I'm going to play it or not. I don't even know if it'll work well. I have just gone and said, hey, might as well install it, because it came to mind, obviously, with that stream title. And I haven't streamed that game yet. I was kind of saving it up for a special occasion, but who knows. The game is so depressing. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't play it then, because I'm not going to say I'm depressed, but I don't know how much it would take to push me into that feel. I'm not precarious or anything like that, but I'm certainly I felt better. Let's say that. Yeah, I felt better. I'm doing good. Also, I've contacted Twitter to remove 24A on my account since I accidentally removed it from my authenticator app. I don't even know. Oh, I don't even know what you're talking about at this point. I thought 24A was the horror movie company. But good luck with that, Vortans. Hey, Retro Swim, good to see ya. Harlan Ellison is depressing. I see. Hey, Obscurity, good to see you. I remember finding this strategy guide at a second-hand shop, and they ended up giving it to me because no one had even looked at it in years. That's awesome. That is so cool, Obscurity. What a good pickup. I love it when you go to places like that and they give you... Oh, this covers both games. I didn't even realize it covers both games. That's really cool. Yeah, that's so cool. I mean, yeah. Sometimes you go into a second-hand store, like a thrift store or whatever, and they just like... Yeah, they're just a nice person. They see you having a look around. You've got a genuine interest in a thing. They're like, oh, you can have it for $1. And it's like, it's clearly worth more than $1. But they're like, whatever. Nobody else has looked at it and you're interested. You might as well have it. They give it to you for free or for a couple of bucks, you know, token amounts. Very nice of them. Oh, 2FA. Okay. Okay, that makes more sense, Board Jams. Oh, man. How's it going, Retro Sim? You finally have a working 68,000. That's freaking amazing. Man, I am jealous, actually. It's the kind of thing, like... There's a bunch of those, like, I guess we should call them Japanese computers that I would really like to get my hands on at some point. Like, it's just the cost of acquisition and then storing and maintaining them. It's already hard enough with what I've got. So, I mean, I'm not maintaining a lot of what I've got. It's just sort of stored and hopefully it'll be fine kind of thing. But, yeah. I don't know. Hey, Vital Knev! 10 stream streak, you legend! That's awesome. Welcome back, Greeka. Good to see you. Am I tilting at the X-Files still? I actually finished the Mulder campaign last stream. Or was it the stream before? I think it was last stream. And yeah, it was last stream. And I did start checking out the Scully campaign, but I had done so with cheats enabled, and it makes the game a lot more manageable, but it's also not as fun. Like, I think that the problem with that game is they made it way more difficult than it needed to be, to the point where I don't even know. Like, I'm genuinely unsure if I could beat the final boss phase in that game without a strategy guide or without cheating. Like, I just genuinely don't know if I could. It was nuts, the end of that game. So, yeah. I'm glad it's done. I'm glad I played it. I may go back someday and check out the Scully campaign. Oh my gosh, Dragoon Zero. 36 months as well. You absolute legend. That's 3 years, right? Dragoon, thank you very much for the 3 years of support, you absolute ripper. I appreciate it. Oh, man. Very kind of you. I was really interested in the Japanese computers until I realized they nearly all run some DOS variant. Yeah, but I think that's kind of cool as well, you know? Like the FM Towns and stuff like that. But I'm also, like, super interested in, like, the MSX systems as well. Pretty interesting. Bad game. Glad to see the end of it. Oh, good. I'm glad that you're happy that I beat it, and you're not like, I wish Mike would play the Scully campaign. At least I have that support. That's good. Oh man. When I start thinking about good games to play when you're feeling blue, I don't come up with much retro. Really? Really? I'm glad you're doing all right there, Retro Sim, as well. That's good to hear. I think if I wanted to play a game to cheer up, I would play, like, Quake. Like, I've genuinely, like, it's still I'm probably still a little bit tender, but, like, when my mum passed away a while ago now, I did spend a lot of time playing Quake as, like, a comfort game. Because that's the game, like, I was, like, I guess, it was 96 when it came out, right? So, I was, like, 13 years old or something, probably. And I spent a lot of time with that game, so it is very much a comfort for me to go back and play Quake 1. Yeah, it's a good comfort to be able to seek that game, I think, for me. So, I don't know, like, it's obviously going to be different for a lot of different people. But yeah. As part of this adventure, I found out that all the existing USB to X68K keyboard house adapters are kind of sketchy. Use the old obsolete parts, or use old obsolete parts. So, I designed my own using Raspberry Pi Pico. Gonna develop it into a PCB and make them available. That's very cool. That's very cool, RetroSwim. I wish more people did stuff like that. Sixer, you don't think anyone who wasn't cheating beat the Exiles game? It has to be possible. Like, the testers must have beaten the game, right? Like, they couldn't... I mean, look, I'm putting a lot of faith into them, but I couldn't imagine, like, PlayStation greenlighting the game if they didn't prove that it was beatable. But then again, who knows? Alone in the Dark 2, don't they mean Alone in the Dark One-Eyed Jack's Revenge? It is something like that in some... everybody calls it Alone in the Dark 2, though, but it is called something like that in some region, I'm pretty sure, you're right. One-Eyed Jack something something. I can't remember exactly. They really only look like DOS. They aren't DOS computers for the most part. I know what I meant. They're not bog standard DOS, but they are mostly modifications of DOS. Yeah, there's obviously a big variety of computers, but yeah, I think it's certainly true in some cases. I would agree for sure. I tend to look for immersive sims, like games to lose myself in if I'm struggling mentally. Yeah, I do like a good immersive sim as well. I played a lot of Daggerfall and I don't know if people would call Daggerfall an immersive sim, but I would treat it like one. So I guess it qualifies for me. But yeah, System Shock, of course, I spent a lot of time in that too. But I do like the simplicity of just going and playing Quake or something like that. The problem I have with that is it's easy to get bored after a little while because you've played the game so much. Funny enough, I played Wolfenstein Doom and then went back to play Quake, but it was like, how can I hit some of those guys? Then I nudged my mouse, mind blown. Yeah. Yeah, Quake was a big game changer. It doesn't get the credit it deserves, I don't think. Quake 1. And also, I think Ken's Labyrinth deserves a lot more applause than it gets. People don't really think about Ken's Labyrinth very much when they think of the granddaddy of the FPS, but it really is one of the granddaddies of the FPS. I mean, 3D Realms pretty much built their entire franchise on top of what Ken Silverman did there. So, you know, like the build engine that came out from him working with them on publishing Ken's Labyrinth. Yeah, from that point forward, that relationship that he struck with them to do the build engine, and you know, you got Duke Nukem 3D and Shadow Warrior and Blood and all the other games. Yeah, it's a pretty important and inspirational thing, I think, that he did there. I made a video about it once.
I live again.
That's right. Exactly, Killig. And more recently, Ion Fury. Yeah, Ion Fury, and I think there's a few other like relatively modern build engine games or something like that. I actually, like, you know, like, if I had the infinite money situation where I could just do whatever I felt like, I would have definitely by now made a build engine game. Like, something like that. It would just be so fun to do something like that. I would have a blast doing it. Too bad I don't have infinite money. I don't even need infinite money, to be real. I need more than I need to live off, and then I could afford to pay people to come and work with me. Yeah. So it's like more than reasonable amount of money. The DOS shell isn't what makes them interesting, is what I'm getting at. All that you use for running software are usually not even that. Okay, yeah. I don't think that there's like yeah, I don't know. They're cool old computers is the point, I think. I'll stay with that. Anyway, yeah, this is an interesting book. Sorry, I got a little distracted talking to everybody, and thank you again for the resub as well, Dragon Zero. I really appreciate it. Very legendary 36th month, 3 years of support. Let's take a look at this. I just want to have another look at this one. I know I've looked at this game several times before, on stream, in fact, as well. Every time I see it, I'm fascinated by it, and I kind of wonder if I should pick it up and play it. I'm sure it doesn't have good reviews. I'm sure it's not an amazing game. Otherwise, we'd hear about it all the time, right? The Gateway to Beyond. Could be good. You never know. Now, this one is interesting. This is, this looks like a 2006 game. if I had to guess. Maybe 2004. Let's see if we can glean anything from here. 2007, I was off by 1 year. Honestly, this looks pretty good. Like, this one screenshot they've included on the back of the box, I'm like, yeah, that looks alright. Yeah, maybe I could play that. Let's see what we've got. User-friendly interface, scours stunning environments, and interrogate suspects with a click of the mouse. Total immersion, striking audio visuals, and gripping encounters will send shivers up your spine. Living world, interact with over 60 mysterious characters and hundreds of clues and objects. Intuitive puzzles, from physics-based mind benders to logical conundrums, solutions are elementary. Live the legend, from deer stalker cap to magnifying glass, become the world's most sought-after detective. Alright. Interesting. Inspired by the works of author H.P. Lovecraft, this globe-spanning saga of suspense and horror pits the Master Sleuth against his most dangerous foe yet, a fanatical cult seemingly devoted to ancient evil god Cthulhu. From Baker Street to Bale, Louisiana, to Scotland. Hunt for hidden clues with the help of faithful companion Dr. Watson, solve fiendish puzzles and thwart the forces of darkness. Honestly, this is quite interesting. Sherlock Holmes: The Awakened. I mean, maybe we should just play that tonight. I don't know. Oh my gosh, it's NecroKeys! Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Net stopped working, but it's back now. How it goes? It goes good. I hope your internet's okay. Oh man. I've had a little bit of trouble with my network actually lately, and I'm thinking I might have to plug in the hardline network cable to my PC. Right now, I've been running this with just the Wi-Fi, and for the most part, it's been great. But lately, I don't know what's changed. Maybe I just need to go and check the antennas on top of the Wi-Fi router haven't been knocked over by the cats. But yeah, I've had a few connectivity issues occasionally. Too many torrents? Yeah, that's it. That's it. I haven't run a single torrent, I'll have you know. But yeah. Maybe I do need to start running some torrents though. Who knows? Yeah, this is fascinating. It's weird because like 2007, it should have been a game I heard of if it's good. If it's a good game, I probably would have heard of it. Because that's like right in the era where I was like very deeply trying to play like every single game that came out. I didn't play every single game that came out, but I was trying. Like, I was keeping my ear to the ground. So anything that came up that was like, that knocked my, knocked the needle far enough for me to go and purchase it, I would have played it. So because this didn't come across my desk, so to speak, I guess it might not be a very good game. Interesting. I heard BitTorrent can optimize your network access. I mean, maybe it can. I have no idea. So this is actually a different game. But this is the German version, apparently. English language, discs have scratches, tested, works. It looks like it's not English language. A Sortetseg Hajnata? I actually don't know what that says. The Dawning of Darkness is that subtitle. I wonder, so it's not this game. It's actually different. So this is a different Necronomicon. And this one's 3D characters. Man, maybe I should dedicate a month to playing these kind of games. I don't know. And then I could play Frankenstein as well. Might as well just throw Frankenstein into the mix too, huh? I already opened that one, right? That was the one we started with. So, oh, I can close these Scooby-Doo ones for now too, I think. I can try to close them. Oh man, this Loom one was really interesting. Holiday Hair. Maybe I'll keep that open. Is this sold yet? Let's see if it's sold. Still available. It's so tempting. Like, I'm unbelievably tempted to buy this game. Buy this series of games. Because, like, when you figure out, like, cost per box, it's, like, not too bad. But then if I could sell this one, then it becomes worthwhile, I think, per box. It's, yeah, not an amazing deal, but it's still really, really, like, yeah, if I didn't have any of those games and I was, like, really into the series, I would probably buy it. Frankenstein Through the Eyes of the Monster, that's the one that I was mentioning, yeah. I would play that. I actually want to play that game, I just haven't done it yet. Inside Out Boy, how's it going today? Don't know if you saw it, but I boxed a copy of EverQuest 2 if you want it. It's free to good home. Ooh. I have some of my discs for EverQuest, but I don't think I have any of my boxes for EverQuest. And I'll be honest, I don't even remember... I don't think I played EverQuest 2. I don't think I did. That's interesting, Necrokeys. I'll keep that in mind. Maybe I'll reach out. Let me think about it. Because I was into the original EverQuest. I played that a fair bit. Maybe I should. Maybe I should get EverQuest 2. I have to have a think. I loved all those Sherlock Holmes games, but apparently the devs got into some hoola with the publisher over IP rights a few years back, and they all got delisted off Steam. Oh, I didn't know that. That's so weird. Sherlock Holmes is public domain, right? Like, isn't that why everybody just does whatever they want with the franchise? There must be something else that, like, there must be some other reason. That's strange. I was joking as it's steadily making the rounds. Oh, it is? I didn't know it was making the rounds. I didn't know Frankenstein Through the Eyes of the Monster was making the rounds. I've literally had it on my 2 playlists for probably like 4 years. If not longer. It's been on my list to play. Like, I have a copy of it on the shelf. I think it's like that box right there. I think. I'm not sure. Let me have a look. Oh, I think I was pointing a little bit too far to the... It's like that box right there, I think. Yeah. Let's see. Can you kind of see it? It's like there, I think. Can't really tell. Also, I really need to do something about my hair. It's getting way too long. Every time I look at it, I'm like, I can't really manage it. It's just that length right now that's like unmanageable. Doesn't matter what I do with it. Anyway, back to video games. Goat Tongue, good to see you. How you going today? A picture of it on your Discord in the Show and Tell channel. Oh my gosh, my Discord. I feel terrible, but I have not been keeping up with most Discord channels. I've kept up with my general channel very well, but I have not kept up with the Show and Tell channel very well. I feel bad about that. So yeah, I gotta get back in. I gotta get back in there and do a good look through. Time for a mohawk. I really just want to cut the sides off to like be really short, and like maybe the top too. I used to keep it really short, and I let it grow out a bit, and I've enjoyed having it grown out, but it does get hard to manage. But I don't think it looks good with the beard when I have it too short, so I probably have to trim the beard right back too. Actually, I probably need to trim the beard back. I'm just looking at it now in the camera. Yeah, maybe I need to trim the beard too, actually. I look like a bad boy? Oh, that's good, Nab. That's good. Good to see you. Hope you're doing good. Sherlock Holmes, the character and the story is a public domain, of course. At least the original works, but your publisher can still be a jerk over the game rights. Yeah, okay. I don't know. I'm just gonna make my own game with my own characters. Spurlock Blones. Maybe Bones instead. Bones sounds better. Anyway. Alright, so... What is that? Another Necronomicon? Another different Necronomicon? How many Necronomicons are there? This is just a photo of a bookshelf. This has nothing to do with the game. What is this? What's this Italian Necronomicon game? I can't understand any of this language. Is there a way I can translate this? Oh, here's the English. Here's some English. But it's not the description. I don't think any of this is about the game itself, though. Spaghetti Lovecraft. I think there was more to it, like unfair contract terms between the dev and the publisher, but yeah, it was messy. Oh, okay, okay. There is only one real Necronomicon, and Bruce Campbell owns it. Oh man. He did a show where someone, I can't remember the exact premise. It's sort of like the premise of oh gosh, now I can't remember the name of that movie either. Okay, anyway. Basically they're like, oh, you're Bruce, you're the guy from Evil Dead, and I need somebody to help me with a problem that's like the one in Evil Dead. So you gotta come and help me. I think it was just called Bruce. And I haven't seen that yet, but I'm kind of interested to check it out. Linguini Craft Accessorator, that's good. Good to see you too. I hope you're having a good day. It's a me, I can't even do it. It's a me, Necronomicon. That was a really bad attempt. I'm so sorry. Hey, Foxhole Research 2, good to see you. Stream title gave me hope you'd be playing the actual I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream point-and-click masterpiece. Don't lose hope yet. It's a possibility. I literally have no plan. But that title did make me think to install that game, and it is currently installed, so we'll see. I was trying to save it for a special occasion, but I'm also, I just didn't have a plan. Grognak the Alchemist, good evening to you. Good evening to you over on the YouTube. I appreciate you saying hi over there. Speak Italian. If I could, I would. If I could, I would. That reminds me of a movie. I think it was Gene Wilder called Sherlock Holmes. That sounds like a Gene Wilder movie. Yeah, that sounds good. Oh, man. The reason I say original character is if you make the game about Sherlock Holmes and unthinkingly include a lot of elements introduced by some Sherlock show or game, that's still copyright. Yeah, I get that. Yeah. You gotta be really careful then, because it's like some obscure person who made some fan novel, and you're like, oh, I had no idea that existed. I guess you could fight it, but it'd be a bit weird. I mean, it's the kind of game you play when you don't want to have a good time. That's the problem. That's the problem that came up, because I was like, I mentioned, oh, maybe I'll play it, and then chat was like, well, you know, kind of depressing. And then I'm like, calls Bedets. Yeah, Bedets can speak Italian very well. He can speak Italian almost as well as I can speak Australian. Fun game, horrifying story. Yeah, this is what I keep hearing about it. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe another time. Maybe another time. I can't believe there's so many Necronomicon games. This is crazy. I don't know, like, should I try and find out more about these things? Did I finish the X-Files? Yeah, I finished the Mulder campaign by cheating. Don't tell anyone. I don't know if you heard that, but I cheated at I was gonna say Minecraft. I have been playing Minecraft lately offline, but that's another story altogether. Why did I say that? I cheated a little bit at X-Files. I cheated a little bit on X-Files because it was getting ridiculous at the end of that game. Really annoying. But we did make some success there. We did make some success. Stories based on it extends is only 14 pages long, and the author, Harlan Ellison, also narrated that one. Highly recommend it. Yeah, I've heard interesting things. I'll say that much. A little bit of Minecraft, Drew Nielsen. I should play some Minecraft right now. Maybe that's what I should do. Maybe that's what I should do for today's stream. Minecraft. I could load up Minecraft. I was on Tawei's thing, Xasrantan. It was a good time. It was a good time. Sorry to have missed you. I did see a message in Tawei's Discord as well. So Tawei Gia ran a competition on her Minecraft server where there was like combat events. I won one and I came second on the other. So not bad. I had a pretty good showing. I did all right. Yeah, sucks that you're under the weather, Exasperan 10. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. But you know, I still had a good time. Got any Christmas games? I do have some. But I don't think I have any packaged. I don't think I have any Christmas games in the box, so to speak. You know what I mean? Like, it's always just like, you know, Christmas jetpack or a holiday hair or something like that. I don't.
Morning,
yeah,
sir.
G'day, Refraction. Good to see you, mate. I hope you're having a good one today. Kind of want to see retro game shopping, even if only window shopping. Yeah, I'm enjoying this. This is good times. You should play Call of Duty Black Ops 7, the absolute pinnacle of video game experiences. Look, we all know that the real pinnacle of gaming software is from Capstone. It's like, it's their actual tagline. But beyond that, I mean, maybe Black Ops 7 is better than... Maybe it's better than anything they made before. I don't know. It's possible. Die Hard Trilogy. Oh, man. You know what? That's a really good suggestion, Drew. I don't have a boxed copy of it, but I've come this close to getting one a few times. So maybe one day I'll actually land it. Cheated at Minecraft, but that's a kid's game. Sorry, no, I got it all mixed up. The pinnacle of gaming is Moonstone, isn't it? It is a pretty good game. Although, I don't know if I'm going to play it tonight. We'll see. Can't complain too hard. How you doing? I'm doing alright. Doing alright. It's been an unusually busy time for me the last couple of... I guess I should say the last couple of months. But yeah, things have been a little bit crazy lately. Things have been better. But also, they have been worse. So, this too shall pass, you know what they say. Well, I am shocked and scandalized that my absence didn't ruin it for you, but it's okay. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Play Zelda 2. Maybe you'll shame Rig into trying it for real. You know what? If I had Zelda 2, I would definitely consider plugging that in and getting it going. I don't know if I have a setup to capture from the NES right now, but man. Yeah, absolutely. I would. That's a great suggestion. In fact, I should get on that. Let's see if we can find a copy of Zelda 2 for a reasonable price. I'm laughing because I know it's not going to happen, but hey. Also, I didn't finish scrolling through this Lovecraft search. Let me quickly do that. I'm just going to skip most of it. Alright, let's go. Zelda 2 NES. Okay, it's 99 bucks and has a box. I mean, I don't know if that's a good price or not. I genuinely don't know. Wait, isn't there going to be a Zelda movie? I was scrolling through something on my phone. I think it was just like the Google News feed. I was scrolling through it and I was like, what the hell? I didn't click on it, but there was like something about a Zelda movie. And there was like an image of Link has been leaked or something like that from the Zelda movie. Are they making a Zelda live action movie? Crazy. Flash is retro meow. It is actually. It absolutely is. Life Force, good to see you. I hope you're having a good one. You should play You Have to Burn the Rope. Flash is retro meow. Yeah, it is. I think... Did I not play that on stream at some point? I might have. On the other computer, I had the Flash collection running. I haven't tried looking up if I can get that running on this PC. Something I should look into, I guess. The Game Expert is selling a cartridge for only $1.99. Wow, that's a great price. $79.99 for just the cartridge. $55 plus postage, just the cartridge. This looks like it's fake. This looks like a reproduction. 100%. I'm gonna click on it and look at it. This looks like a reproduction to me. I'm calling it right now. Let's have a closer look. Alright, I'm already feeling a little bit like I've been made a fool of, because the box definitely has the kind of stains and stuff on it in this photograph that I couldn't see from a distance. And the manual has this aged look to it, so I'm probably wrong. I'm feeling very foolish right now, because I was like, nah, that's fake, man. And now looking at it, doesn't look fake at all. This still looks a bit fake, though. They just might have cleaned it, though. very hard to tell. Gotta look at the, yeah, the edge connector looks pretty old. The shell looks pretty legit. Oh, man, nothing's fake about this at all. It's just very expensive. I was wrong. I was wrong. I think it just looks silverish because of the retouching they did. You'll notice like the background is all nice and white as well. I fully suspect that this cartridge just looks silverish because of the photography light that they used, and like color correction, color grading on the photograph itself. Fadian, hi, good to see ya. It might be the environment where they took the photos. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Good morning. Zelda 1 was gold. Zelda 2 silver, if I recall. Oh, really? Maybe it is silver. It looks gold to me. But, I guess this looks silverish, but it still has that gold tint to it. Look forward to it being like that one Zelda ad that was like a dance-off. Now, that would be cool if they do a throwback to it. Lucky this is the last busy week for the rest of the year, thankfully. Oh, that's good for you. I'm going to be busy until, like, sometime next year, it feels like. We'll see. We'll see. And also, I've got to bring an intern. We're bringing an intern on for a placement, which is great. It's going to be good. Hopefully, they work out really well. Actually, I've got high hopes. I talked with them, and they seem like they're very switched on. So it might not be so bad. You need to hurry, Mike. One person is also looking at it. It's probably me. The one person looking at it is me. We have the light guns to shoot Link with. Does this game doesn't take light guns, does it? Yeah, this is not worth the $299 price tag, by the way. If it looked as nice as it did in the thumbnail, like close up, then maybe, but no, this is not. This is nowhere near that kind of price. This one's in the USA, so incompatible with my system. Well, it probably would still work. I don't know. Anyway. What was I actually doing? Oh yeah, I was looking for Link 2, just like in case. Link 2? I meant to say Zelda 2. Link 2. Ah. What's a good price for a boxed copy of this game? It's very hard to tell. It's all over the place. This feels like a decent price. It doesn't seem to have the manual in this photograph, though, so... No manual. 160. I don't know. Maybe I should get a copy. Link 2, the Zelda of Adventure. That's right. When you miss, a moblin sticks its head up from a bush and laughs at you. That would be pretty cool, actually. Right, by the Grey release, is that the more superior version of the game? Oh, this is from the US anyway. I don't want to risk it. Probably cheaper, right. So this is just the box, really beat up, and the game. No manual. Alright, I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm actually going to buy a video game today, everybody. I think I'm going to try and buy this, if it hasn't already sold, because it's such a reasonable price. I think I'm going to do it. It's been a while since we've done it, but I think I'm going to do it. So recently I learned about the history of light pens and light guns, etc. Interesting how simple hack the early stuff is. Yeah, like... Sorry, I'm a little distracted here. Just gonna make sure I've got the right setup here. I'm just leaving a note for the seller. Oh man, it's making me log in. How annoying. I'm gonna have to do my 2FA. Something went wrong. Please try again. Alright, I think I got it. Hey, Grognak! Good to see you over here. Yes, I would like to buy one Master of Magic, please, Mike. Deal. What the heck has happened here? Why is it taking me to PayPal? Gee, that was weird. Alright, it's done. It's done. This item is out of stock because I bought it. Legendary. NES guns were, mostly were doing some target color stuff, I think. I thought they just did a blank, they just did like a frame where they flash, like targets on the screen.
May all your magic development go as planned.
Ooh, thank you, Adventure Josh, for the 100 bits. And the encouragement message as well. I thought that the NES light gun, there's a video. Somebody did a video of this. NES light gun slow motion. I think I've seen this. Let me just stop my music. I don't want any intros.
TV from top to
Stop
screen
talking.
is capable of drawing a line from the left to the right of the frame at approximately 24,000.
Yeah, we know roughly how the TV scan lines work.
Given an duck model is drawn in a slightly different spot every time. So now I'm going to turn off the trails and go back to the actual raw footage of how these scan lines look. When the trigger is pressed, the zapper sends a signal down to the console, and this light sensor at the back of the gun is now looking at a focused area of the screen through this lens. Take note of where the duck is here. The console will then finish drawing its current frame and then send an entirely black frame.
It does
nothing is drawn.
A white.
And on the next frame, a white box is drawn exactly over where the sprite of the duck was. Whether or not the zapper saw that white box determines what happens next. In this instance, I got a successful hit on the duck, so the game redraws the background with no sprites on. It drew it again, but with only the score updated, And then the next frame, we see the flying duck sprite replaced with the shot duck, and the game continues. All in all here, the duck was gone for 4 frames, but it's so fast that you barely notice with your eyes. And you'll see that when I play in 2 duck mode, there'll be 2 white boxes to aim at. I was quite surprised to learn that in 2 duck mode, it actually draws each box on a different frame. That was frame 1. Yeah. It's now going all the way to the bottom, starting again at the top.
Yeah.
And drawing a
because I don't think they had the kind of photosensitivity to detect a pattern or a color change. Like, I think they were like, it's either like enough light or not enough light, right? So, you know, it's very synchronized.
Passes to draw each sprite back in, and you can see there I shot at the second duck. One of the reasons it draws an entirely black frame before any of the white boxes is so you can't just point the gun into a bright light source like a light bulb. It actually has to see black, then white a frame later, otherwise it won't reward any points. I then opened up the aperture fully on my lens to let in even more light, and noticed that there is even a faint line when it draws an entirely black frame. A vector display would only draw the lit areas and move about the screen almost willy-nilly.
But this is not a vector display, this is CRT.
Frames, the beam will travel over every area of the screen, whether it draws any.
So it really is interesting. Light pens can't work at all without a beam. Right. Interesting. There's many ways to encode like pen position information. The modern stuff is like completely different. Obviously, I don't know how a light pen works with drawing on the CRT. I never looked into that. That would be quite fascinating, actually. Yeah. I wonder if the NES bazooka, SNES with bazooka was any different. And it's pretty much the same thing. Same thing as far as I know. It might be smart enough to be able to detect some. Oh my gosh.
Hey, Mike.
Hey. Good to see you, Anonymax, you freaking legend. 31 months of support, Anonymax, you absolute ripper. I really do appreciate it. I hope you're doing well today. Thank you very much. I'm doing the eyebrow thing because it's a habit now, but like sometimes I wonder if I even should. Like, is it weird? It's a little weird, right? I don't know. But thank you, Anonymax. I appreciate it. I hope you're having a good day. That was very kind of you. The bazooka does, I think, a little different because I remember having... I've got it. It's somewhere around here. It's right there. I'm leaning against that keyboard. You can kind of see it. Hang on. There it is. The SNES bazooka. Right there. Anyway, that is a little different. I remember that playing a little different, but I do remember seeing the blanks as well, though. I remember seeing the flashes for the blanks and stuff. So it probably is quite similar, like fundamentally similar tech. Light pens use timing differentials to infer the position. That's actually really clever. Oh, that's actually really clever. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, that makes sense. That's cool. Light guns now use IR blasters like the Wiimote. Yeah, that's actually... The Wiimote thing uses, like... It detects the sensor bar by looking at 2 points of IR emitters. And it knows, like, where... Like, that should be in relation to the TV and with your calibration. So then it knows, like, where you're pointing it, basically. It's very, very simple concept. Very simple concept. But it's, I don't know what the accuracy, like, what the resolution... Excuse me. Don't know what the resolution of the Wiimote is. Very few Super Scope games. Yeah, I've got, like, I think 2. I think I've got 2. So, yeah. After the computer did the heavy lifting. Yeah, it would have... yeah, that's interesting. Very interesting. Good to see you, Spaz343. What's wrong with the... with flexing them? Flexing what? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Oh, my eyebrows? Have you seen the new Steam hardware, Mike? I have. We actually looked at the last stream. I think a few more pieces of news have dropped, and I am curious what else might be going on over in the world of the Steam machine. I'm very, very interested in picking up a Steam frame. Very interested in picking up a Steam frame. I have the Oculus Quest 2. I have the Oculus DK1, the original Kickstarter. I backed it. I was working on some VR gaming stuff, and that I didn't follow through. Let's just be, that's what it was. I didn't follow through and commit to making the game. Mainly because I didn't have the funding. I could have probably sought some funding at the time, but I was pursuing some other stuff, so I didn't, and I probably should have. Maybe that would have been a good move to make a VR game for the CV1, which I got the CV1 because I backed the Kickstarter for the developer kit. They gave me a CV1 as well, and yeah, I sort of like I went a little bit cold on the VR stuff after a little while because I just like I don't have the time to make stuff for this, and a lot of the content's not very good. So I was kind of waiting for things to get good, and nothing really came along except for Half-Life Alyx. I played Boneworks. It was okay. Kind of wasn't great. Had a lot of problems. I don't know. Like, it was okay. It was okay. I played a few... There are a few VR games that I enjoyed playing. Beat Saber's great. I think that's a really good game, but it's very, like, one-trick pony if that's the thing... That's the only thing you use VR for. So, very high price to pay for something like that. So, make the game, Life Force. I should, yeah, just make the game. But the Steam frame looks really, really, really good. It looks quite good. It's claims that it's got a 110 degree FOV for your headset, which is pretty good. Bit more like thinking like a 90-degree angle. That's a bit bigger than that. Right, not massively bigger, but a bit bigger than 90-degree angles. That would feel quite immersive. One of the things that I think is like every single time I've used different VR headsets, the thing that I feel like always makes me feel more immersed, with like a world where fidelity, like pixel density, is not as important. It's always the FOV. FOV like always makes you feel more like you're in the place. So higher FOV would be better to me, like even higher than 110, but I think 110 is a really good compromise. You'd still feel like you're transporting into the world of the VR scenario, and feel the presence that you want to feel. You want to feel like you're there. So I think that's like a really good platform. Yeah, high frame rates is like a fundamental. Yeah, absolutely. I agree, Goat Tom. Yeah. But yeah, this looks great. I think I'm gonna get one. I don't know how much they're gonna cost yet. They were saying under 1,000 USD, which to me that's basically saying it's gonna be about $2,000, which is like, okay, I can buy a graphics card or I can buy a VR headset. Like that's the kind of ballpark we're talking at this point. So we'll see. We'll see. I've seen some very weird reactions to the Steam Machine on Twitch chat, like, why isn't it just a PC? It is, but why isn't it just a PC? It is. I mean, that is weird. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Interesting. It's Valve, so it'll probably be released here never. They did commit to releasing this in Australia at the same time as North America and other places. So, which is great, because that did not happen with the deck. The deck did not do that. So it's quite interesting. They have this Steam hardware section, which is, I guess just like the whole thing. I have the old Steam controller. I enjoyed using it, but I didn't think it was like game-changing enough for me to want to use it regularly, and I didn't have a system set up in front of my TV to make that kind of form factor like valuable to me. Keyboard and mouse on my desk in front of me is always going to be superior to any kind of like handheld controller like that, just to me. I know other people have other opinions. $999 USD. Yeah, I think that's probably the price point they're going to aim for. I think that's probably legitimately it, being new. The under $1,000 price tag. Basically, they wanted to launch it cheaper than the Steam Deck original launch, which I think was $1,000 US. I think that's what they were saying. It is a Snapdragon processor, so in terms of like commodity parts, it's probably easier for them to build this with like the mobile-based technology. The screens are not mobile tech, well, like old VR headsets are. It's like dedicated screens for this machine. Like a lot of VR headsets these days are that way. So like the technology has advanced. There's that to be said as well, of course. Yeah, I don't know if there's like other details that are important to capture in this conversation. But it is interesting to me. The Steam Machine is a bit of a mystery to me because I've got a PC. I don't know if I need a Steam Machine. I could build a machine. I do want to dig into it a bit more and see like what this is going to really be like. The thing that the Steam Machine has that no other PC has is the fact that somebody who's a some developers who are like quite interested in like digging in and spending the time, they could target running on SteamOS and running on that specific hardware. So it does make it a very interesting proposition, because now you're talking the same ballpark as I'm deploying a game on a PlayStation, and I know it's a PlayStation 5, so I'm optimizing for the PlayStation 5's hardware. I know how much RAM it has as a minimum spec. I know like what the hard drive access speeds should be. All of these factors that you know, like you can say, well, this is what the hardware is, so it should be within this very small margin of error. It's going to perform like this. And so then you can start optimizing your game for that. And you can be like, well, I know it has this kind of GPU in it, so I know what it supports, so I know I can optimize to that and build a very narrow build target for it. So I wouldn't be surprised. It's possible. I don't know if it will happen, but it's possible that developers will say, okay, we've made this for the Steam machine. We've made a build that's optimized to run on that. And so you're going to see better performance on this than a higher spec machine that's out of that spec, potentially. Like, you could see things that are optimized to run better on this machine than other machines that are newer and maybe have better hardware in them. It's an interesting idea. Like, it's the thing we see on console gaming a lot, is like they'll tune stuff to run really well on the console, but then eventually they'll sort of like, obviously PCs will eventually take over that. So that's an interesting thing. You're not expecting to see that yourself, Lifeforce? I'm not expecting it, but I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be, like, you know what I mean? I'm not saying it's going to happen, but if they do it, I'd be like, oh yeah, that kind of makes sense. I can see why they would do this. Curious to buy a Steam frame as well. It's Valve, so it'll probably never be released. I read that already. The Steam machine looks really interesting, but really unfortunate AMD stated RDNA 3 and older drivers were going into maintenance. We'll see, because, like, again, you know, put a big company behind something like that. You never know what might happen. If Steam are like, no, we want this to be under support, they might be like, okay, for that specific device, sure. You know what I mean? Excuse me, I'm coughing. I guess it could happen. You got some homemade Turkish pizza, Bought Jams? Enjoy it, that sounds delicious. Frame is aiming to work for all games, not just VR games. Yeah, that's an interesting take. And the, what is it called again? FEX, I want to say, FEX. That seems really cool to me. I'm really curious about FEX, because what that will do is open up like more competition for your Intel-based machines and your AMD-based machines. Like, you then have, like, you know, these ARM machines that potentially you could start using. It's an interesting idea, very interesting. Hardware target, and that's good. I agree for the poll. Yeah, the main thing is, like, the Steam machine being a hardware target. It just means, like, oh, I want to play a Steam game. It's built for this. It's going to work, right? And you don't have to worry about things. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Graphics card going to be hard to find in the future with recent events, so I think we'll see games being optimized more to run on more average machines. Yeah, frankly, like, they're not even pushing the hardware. Like, modern hardware is probably not utilized as much by games as it could be, because they are already sort of going with mid common denominator, not lowest common denominator necessarily, but they're definitely not just saying like, oh, you have to have the best hardware now, because yeah, it's been harder for the average gamer to acquire better hardware. And if you look at the Steam hardware survey, people aren't really upgrading a lot of things. Like, there's still pretty mid to low end stuff out there compared to what you could have these days. So that's interesting. Yeah. Unless the Steam machine is a huge seller. If the Steam machine is a huge seller, Lifeforce, I think you might be right. We might see people optimizing for it. But again, it is at the end of the day a PC, so it may never happen. Like, we'll see what happens. Hey, toss a coin to your Twitcher, good to see you. Valve GameCube, sorry. Yeah, the GameCube is pretty interesting. I like the look of this thing. What I don't know is, like, the size of it. Looks, next to that TV, you kind of get a sense for it, but, like, how big is that TV? Is it a 49-inch TV? Is it a 60-inch TV? I don't know. So how big is that machine? I'm not sure. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'll buy 16 of them and build a big cube. That's a good idea. You should do that, BNU. Make a Rubik's Cube out of Steam machines. Imagine if this will be a bit more supported. I imagine this will be a bit more supported. Yeah, it should be. Pessimistic because Steam machines never worked before. The difference between this Steam machine and the, what was it, 2017 Steam machines, however old they were, those old, the last time they did this, is they said, here's a spec that people can build to. And this is Valve saying, no, we're going to sell you the hardware. Like, we're not partnering with people and having 10 SKUs of Steam machine at launch. They have one, and this is it. And there's like one spec. So that's a pretty big difference. And I think like Steam being behind it like that is what people want from Valve. I think that's what people want from Valve, is to see them standing behind the product and selling the product. The Steam Deck worked really well for them. So yeah, we'll see. The design of the Steam machine is so cute, for lack of a better word. It is pretty cute, I agree. Oh, here's the banana for scale. It's a 6-inch cube. Okay. I think I can understand what 6 inches is. 16 centimeter cube. Yeah, okay. That's pretty small, actually. It's kind of cool. Sorry if I missed some chat. I am trying to catch up on it. That's why I'm pausing to read and scrolling through the chat still. It's 2025. I've seen hardware targets on computers going back to, what, the early 2000s. I don't think it's ever caught on. Maybe even the 90s. You're right. You're right about that. The multimedia PC spec, and they've also got, what was the Ultrabook? I think they had, there was an Ultrabook spec or something like that for a while. Yeah, you're 100% right, Blyforcer. PS5 Series X barely has any graphically suitable stuff. Interesting. Steam Machine plus Steam Deck unique users is the most important thing to track. That's true. Yeah. You'd say that TV's 50 inches? Well, now that we know it's 6 inches, we could actually measure it, but I don't want to. Hardware targets have totally worked as a club to get hardware sellers to do certain things. Yeah, hardware vendors get on board with it. Doesn't mean that the software vendors do. I hope it sells a ton, so devs will create a default setting for it spec-wise, as far as optimization goes, if all it's a good emulation machine. Yeah, I hope it sells really well too, because it would be good to see it as a spec that people target. And then, obviously you got settings, so if you buy the PC version, you get this, I've got a Steam machine, it just runs perfectly, but then you're like, I've got a better machine than that, and you can increase the render distance or whatever you want to do. And if you've got a worse machine, you can lower the render distance, hopefully. I don't think render distance is usually the factor, but who knows, it's probably something like that. Enable or disable tessellation or something like that. Flygon, good to see you. You've arrived to the machine that's going to enforce a 8 gigabyte VRAM standard. Yeah. Maybe that's a good thing. And I'm going to say maybe that's a good thing because if you have people out there who are like, I want to do crypto mining and I need 32 gigabyte graphics card, and you have people out there who are like, I want to use as many what are they calling it? Tensor cores, and I need as much VRAM as possible so I can run models to consume information so I can make a cool AI thing or whatever. There's people out there who are very interested in consuming all of this hardware. So maybe if there is for PC gaming, we only need our 8 to 16 gig spec, and everybody else who's going 64 gig spec and higher, it separates the class in a way that then makes the gaming stuff more affordable again, because you're no longer competing with people buying that hardware to do crypto mining and other things, right? It might actually turn out to be a good thing to have lower spec graphics hardware. I'm not saying it's a good thing, all in all. I'm just saying that there might be a bright side to it. There might be a silver lining that we could look at. Hopefully. It would be nice to be able to go and buy a graphics card for under $1,000 and still feel like you got a good deal. Sounds like a stretch. I think it's a bit of a stretch too, Drew. I'm just trying to. I'm not playing devil's advocate at all. I'm just saying it could split the market, and if we separate the market, then there means that there is less competition to buy these things, and then suddenly they become more affordable again, which would be nice. It'd be nice. Like, I remember I used to be like, oh, I could spend like $500 on a graphics card, and it's pretty darn good. And now it's like, it's far from that. You spend $500 on a graphics card, and you're like, why did I buy this? But yeah, I don't know. The controller is about the size of a PlayStation controller, but it's shaped more like an Xbox controller. If that makes any sense to you, King Broly. Yeah, I don't know. Microsoft is going to complete opposite direction. Yeah, I don't know what Microsoft is doing these days. Thanks, Life Forcer. I'm laughing at something you said a while ago. I'd love to snag an RX 9060 XT 16GB, but that might be out of reach now. How much does one of those go for? It's not bad. That's not bad. I mean, you know, I could see that happening. More supply chains for chips and RAM should be up and running in 5 to 6 years. Big concern will be power draw from AI data centers. Yeah, there's the whole thing. There's a whole thing about that. I do not really want to get into that at the moment, but I think there are some very good arguments and concerns around what's happening in the world of AI at the moment that make it seem like it's not a sustainable model at all. And yeah, I don't know. I don't really want to get into it. I hate calling it AI too, because it's not really, like, I don't really feel like that's what we're getting. But I don't want to talk about, I really don't want to get into it, because either I'm going to rant and get myself in trouble, or we're all going to rant and we're all just going to feel bad, or I'm going to rant and everybody's going to say, Mike, you're an idiot because of all these reasons that you're an idiot. And I mean, I am an idiot, so you're not wrong, but I don't want to be called an idiot. So I think I'm going to leave it there for now. We're going to like put the AI discussion to the bed. But yeah, hey there. Welcome, Proton Fig. Good to see you, and thank you very much for the 3 stream streak. Boom, welcome back, Mike. You're an idiot, but also you're right. Yes, at least I'm halfway something good. I've arrived at the. I've arrived to the machine that's going to enforce an. Oh right, I read that earlier. The only thing I want out of this is that hang on, let's get back to the Steam page. The only thing I want out of this is that. I'm so sorry this is taking me so long to catch up with the chat. I'm trying to give my own opinions as well. So, it's like a little bit of back and forth here. It's hard for me to keep up. I'm like, I'll try. We need an idiot command. There's an idiot in command, so we got that. We all agree to agree not to agree about agreeing or not agreeing. Thanks, Grognak. Appreciate that. Rosie, good to see you. Puts rant back in box. Yeah, there's a big old rant that we can all have a rant.
That doesn't work.
Hey, Tudo, thank you for that. So the only thing, this is from Refraction, the only thing I want out of this is that it does well so software developers pay more attention to Linux to make adoption more viable for Windows users. I am 100% with you on that. I am 100% with you on that. And Microsoft seemed to be pushing people to Linux a lot these days. I guess I'm a Windows refugee in a way, but I've been thinking like I would like to try Linux for a while now. And I was like, well, new PC, set up Linux on it, switch to the new PC, see how I go. If I have to switch back to Windows, I will. It's not been a year yet, but it's been a good 6 months, more than 6 months. And I feel like I haven't had a real need to go back to Windows. There's a few things that I'm like, oh, maybe I should do something. And it could be easier to do that on Windows, but I've not had to do anything on Windows yet. So, the compromise that I have right now is like my work machine is a Windows machine. But like, that's fine, I guess, right? Like so I just actually remote desktop into my work machine so I don't have to do any kind of switching for like a, you know, like a KVM or I don't need anything like that. I just remote desktop into my Windows machine, and then it takes up 2 of the monitors on my computer, and I can work and all that. So it's pretty comfortable for me at the moment still. But yeah, I agree with you, Refraction. It's a good point. It has been very interesting in seeing some big news releases have to reconsider their target hardware for lower end. Yeah, that is interesting. Like the lower end spec of the machines, it could be interesting. Because this thing's like not a powerhouse. It's great, but it's not a powerhouse. And then the frame...
Daddy, would you like some sausage?
interesting.
Daddy, would you like some sausage?
Because this thing is not a powerhouse either, but it is also going to be able to run your Steam library on it. And you're going to be able to have like a big screen in VR if you want to. And you can play your virtual reality experiences streamed through this little stick here. It's pretty cool. There's a lot of cool stuff going on. Gonna get a 16 gigabyte GPU, sorry. It should last 20 years at the rate prices are increasing. Yeah, you'll be fine. I had my last graphics card, the 1080, GTX 1080, it wasn't even a TI. That wasn't, I don't think that was 10 years, but it was pretty close. It was like, that graphics card's freaking old, man. And I wanted to upgrade to an RTX for a long time, but the prices just kept on going out of the range that I was willing to pay until I was like, well, it's been so many years, I would have spent that much anyway, so I did the upgrade, so that's why I've got the 5070 Ti now. I was like, I wasn't sure what I wanted either, because I hadn't really kept a close eye on the market, but I was like, oh, this works, you know, and it did. It does. The only thing is, I am running Linux. That's probably the worst thing about running Linux for me, is the graphics card that I have, I'm never certain if it's going to work properly, because the drivers aren't great and stuff for it. I hope that changes, but I don't think NVIDIA have any incentive to improve their Linux drivers right now, although if they do see some more Windows gaming refugees to Linux, it might happen. They might actually, you know, start doing better. We'll see. More supply chains for chips and RAM. Right, we read that message. Sorry, yeah. What's happening in the DRAM market is enterprise slots are being displacing consumer slots in the fabrication. So that will apply silicon in general. So data center bubble continues. Right, I see. I had thought that it was something to do with that. I hadn't really looked into it, but that makes sense. Around 578 at the moment, but the recent RAM price bubble has become a headache. Right, okay. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Oh, I'm starting to see messages I saw recently, so I think I'm catching up, finally. Like, Mike, you're an idiot, but you're also right. One thing is the next Xbox could do to set itself above the Steam machine is to have out-of-the-box support for other game stores, like Steam and GOG and stuff. I mean, the Steam machine kind of already does that, so they'd have to do better than that. Like, it's not, I guess it's not out of the box. If they do it out of the box, yeah, okay. Maybe, yeah, okay. Interesting. No compatibility layer that breaks anti-cheat tech. We'll see what happens with anti-cheat tech soon. I am skipping past some of this chat. I can't imagine the Steam machine wouldn't just support GOG. Yeah, exactly. Lass, is good to see you. The guy we've got to remodel our kitchen doesn't wash his hands after using the toilet. I'm sorry to hear that, Lassus. You'll have to wipe down all your kitchen benches. Oh, gross. Yeah, I hope he doesn't do that to you. Does GOG support Linux? Not directly. I feel like that's a gap that they need to address soon. It is, I am running GOG games on Linux fine, but there are, it's not, I wouldn't say it's an easy thing to do. It's not supported. It's not something they commit to support. Really trying to catch up with the chat here. Sorry about this. What do they call this PC hybrid when it's actually closed ecosystem console? I don't know. Instead of dumping Windows, use a virtual machine and just try and use that over the Windows. No. Sorry, Namecos. No, I hear ya. I hear. I'm using Linux. I've basically said to myself, if I have to use Windows, then there's no point. Right? Like, Linux has to be able to stand on its own 2 feet, like a big boy operating system. And if it can't do it, then I'm going to use Windows. And that's what I said, and I haven't had to switch over to Windows, so it's still doing great. I haven't had a need to do that. And like, I am running a lot of things like Wine or Proton or whatever else, like the Valve stuff that has really helped. But yeah, I'm not going to switch back to Windows unless like, if I have to dual boot or run a VM or flip things around somehow, like to use Windows, I'm just going to install Windows and forget about Linux for a while again. Last time I tried Linux, it was a nightmare compared to this. I love Steam Deck, but I need anti-cheat stuff for my PC. Yeah, so if you want to play like modern online games with people, you are going to deal with cheaters, and so that I understand the need for anti-cheat stuff. Like, I get it. I don't personally enjoy that very much, so I don't have that problem personally. But I totally get that other people do, and yeah, that is a big deal. Mike, by the way, have you ever played community games with your viewers? Yes, I have done so on occasion. I did a Roblox stream a little while back, actually, fairly recently, and invited people to join me, but it didn't happen. So I guess people weren't as interested in playing Roblox with me as other games that we have streamed and had community involvement with. But I have done so, yeah. If lower end was optimized for higher end, would be better. That's true. Yeah. That's mostly true, yeah. Can it run the latest Bethesda games, Doom, Dark Ages, and Indiana Jones? Those currently ask for GPU with ray tracing compatibility. I don't know. Good question. Let's see.
FMM Aggro, FMM
my
Doom
God.
Browse, FMM Aggro.
What? Serpens? Thank you for the 16 months, you legend. The Gabe Cube. Wait. That wasn't you. That was Ruined
Gabe
Pixels.
Cube.
I got them mixed around. Sorry about that. Ruined Pixels, thank you for the FMM Aggro, FMM Doom Browse, FMM Aggro message, and the 36 months, 3 years of epic support. I really appreciate it. And thank you, Serpent77, for the support as well. 16 months there. Both of you, legendary people. I really do appreciate it. I forget what I was going to say, but I'm going to scroll on. Oh, we were looking for it. We were going to see if this had ray tracing. Ray. It doesn't even have the word ray in it. I guess not. Maybe they don't support ray tracing. Where's the GPU? Yeah, okay. Yeah, no. Yeah. Semi-custom. Interesting. I guess we'll see. I wonder where they'll price it, because we know they don't want to on it so low that people will use it as an office machine. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see where the price comes in. Rue in Pixels, you legend. Thank you for the 100 bits. I'm really trying hard to catch up with the chat. Sorry about this. Talking Gabe Cube. If you get one, do not put it on a carpet. Okay. I don't know what to say to that. I'm not sure if there's a meme or if that's an actual thing. I wanted to do more retro gaming on my TV, so I took an old PC and installed all my favorite emulators, installed Big Box, the Launchbox front end, which it boots directly into, and I can use a controller to navigate the system. Works great. That's awesome, actually, NecroKeys. I wouldn't mind doing something like that myself someday. I gotta get organized. Upside, Linux drivers for NVIDIA. Linux drivers for NVIDIA better than Windows drivers for NVIDIA in the early 2000s. That's fair. That's a fair statement, Flygun. I remember those days, and I also remember having to, on occasion, for some games, I had to install like third-party like hacks or something like that for the drivers so that the games would actually work properly. I remember that in the early 2000s. It was a horrible experience, but yeah, I remember having some issues. One on Blast. Hey, what do you reckon would be the pricing? I think for pricing on this machine, it's gonna be more. I think this will cost more than the Steam frame. I don't know. I'm probably wrong there, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Steam frame costs less than the Steam machine. It won't surprise me. I'm probably wrong. But the Steam Deck, this bad boy, this is the current pricing for it in Australian dollars. And I think it'll be more than this. I think it'll cost more than this. I'll be surprised if it costs less than this. I've had to reconsider my new build plans for early 2026 because of the RAM bubble. I might just buy a B550 board and hope I can resurrect my slightly bent pin Ryzen 3600 and 2 8GB VRAM kit. Have a secondary machine. Incredible far cry from what my new build plan originally was. Flygon, I hope that doesn't turn out to be the truth for you. Hopefully the RAM bubble gets better really quickly. I have no idea though. I can't predict that. I did not predict things going wrong. Thank you for the highlighted message, Proton. I did answer your question, but it's probably a while ago when you were asked it originally, so I understand why you would say that again. Yes, I have done some viewer interactive community games. I've done that before, yes. GOG website supports Linux just fine. It's a website and they sell Linux games on it. Do they have the little Linux icons on their website? It's been a while since I've just looked at the GOG website. But I don't remember them having stuff like that. Also, did they fix that problem that I was having? Like, I would, click on, a game and it would just not load. Do they still have that? I can't remember which games they were. Was Moonstone one of them? Yeah, it seems to be working now. Yeah, I don't see, a Linux icon or anything like that. Oh, wait, no, I do. There it is. Look at that. That's pretty good. Wow. You need 2 gigs of memory to run this on Windows? And Linux. I find that hard to believe, but okay. Alright, back to the Steam page. We're going to go back to the Steam page here. Closed ecosystem. It's a console like Xbox and PS. Calling it PC simply because its OS kernel is Linux based is absurd. I don't know about that, Killick. Yeah, I don't know. This to me falls firmly into the it feels like a console. But there's nothing stopping you from plugging in all your PC peripherals to this device and actually using it as a PC. There's nothing really stopping you from doing that, right? Whereas if you do that with your PlayStation, I don't think you're going to get very far. You might get pretty far, but you'd have to install a different OS or something like that to really achieve that. Great music, by the way. Thank you, Proton. It's your music, I think, at the time. The client, yeah, the GOG Galaxy client does not support Linux. That's what I would say they should. If they could get the GOG Galaxy client running on Linux natively and supporting all of games with a layer Steam does, that'd be awesome for GOG. I'd really appreciate it. Anyway, as long as the Steam machine comes with chocolate bunnies, you're fine with it. It might come with them. I guess if you get it on Easter, it might. I don't know. We'll see. Oh my gosh, I'm really, really far behind the chat. I'm sorry, I am just going to scroll through the chat a bit faster. Sorry about this. I'm just scrolling through. If I missed your message and I haven't answered it yet, by the time I catch up with the chat, feel free to just at me again. The reason you don't put the Steam machine on the carpet is you will completely defeat their thermal strategy. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I haven't really watched any reviews or read any reviews of the hardware yet, which I am a little bit behind on the news of this. This is why I wanted to talk about it a little bit more when it came up. I was like, actually, yeah, I need to... Because I basically, looking at this list, I kind of want everything on the list, right? I want a Steam Deck. I've wanted one for a while. I just haven't had an excuse to get one. If I ever go... if I'm planning a trip that I'm going to be away for a couple of months, I'll buy one probably. But I don't really travel enough to justify having a Steam Deck. The Steam controller, I think if I have the Steam machine, I'll have a Steam controller and I'll hook that up to the TV. That would be fun. I think I could justify that. The Steam Frame, I can definitely justify. I think I'd be excited to play some more VR games. It's been a while since I got into VR stuff. So yeah, Steam Frame, I think I'm going to buy. I think I'll probably get a Steam machine and therefore a Steam controller. I think. We'll see. I'm probably not going to buy it all at once or anything like that, but it's on my shopping list a little bit at the moment. We'll see what happens, what the prices look like. For everyone else, it'll be $2,000, but Valve are going to be awesome and send me a free one. Oh, really? Good luck, Life Forcer. Good luck. Thank you for the 15 stream streak as well, Serpent77, your legend. 15 streams, that's a lot. Hey, Agen. I fear it will be 1,500 USD. The Steam machine, I think that's probably... I think 1,200 USD. Just a guess. That's my guess. We'll see. If Steam think that selling the Steam machine will sell more games for them, they might lower the price. Like, if they think, like, oh, the average person who buys a Steam machine, lifetime value is going to be, like, you know, several grand of games purchased that makes them money, they might lower the price. It could happen. Hey, Deathblow, thank you very much for the raid. I'm sure you can install FreeDOS on the Steam machine if you feel like it. Maybe you could. That would be pretty interesting. How is the Mega Bonk Dev? Actually, not my first game, so drop my game nom. What a G. I don't even know what you're saying, actually, Grognak. I feel like I've missed something. Hopefully it's around 500 Australian dollars for this thing. That would be extremely cheap. Maybe that is the price point they're aiming for. I actually don't know. 24K, good to see you. Welcome in. And welcome, Deathlow. The Crypt Crew has arrived. What were you playing today? Steam Machine is around PS5 in power, just saying. Okay, so if it's around the PS5, maybe the price will be less then. I don't know if Valve are interested in loss leaders, though. You know what I mean? Like, they might actually just want... Mike, Undead works with Steam Deck. Undead does? Cost of parts is 500. 500 to 700. You think that's the lowest price they'll go for on sale? King Rolly. I think Steam are interested in making money. You know what I mean? Thank you for shouting out. Deathblow, I appreciate you doing that. That's very good of you. Deathblow, let's tear it all down. Day 10. Doing some Wind Forge. I'm skipping all the chat. I'm sorry. I'm gonna catch up with chat now. If I missed your message, feel free to at me. Maybe I'm naive, but Gabe might want to do it simply to increase Linux market share in a private corporation. It's a private corporation swimming in money, and they don't need to do everything for margins. That's true, but I don't think they're... I also don't think they will just be like, here, have a free Steam machine, everybody. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think they're going to be losing money on their sales. They're going to want to, at least, like, on paper, make money, even if they're not making a lot. Right? Yeah, I don't, like, they don't have to struggle the way that PlayStation or Nintendo have to struggle to sell the hardware. Like, they don't have to go, like, well, if we sell it for this price, we know we're going to make, like, you know, 4 games on average sales to a customer who buys one of these. And... like, that might be low margin. There's probably, like, more than 4 games. So let's just say they pick some number, like 10 games. On average, a customer buys 10 games for this system, so we can sell it for this much and still be profitable. And then they've got, like, digital sales and other stuff like that, right? So maybe... I don't think Steam have to think like that, though. Because it's not, like, they're already selling games. So the hardware is, like, they're selling the hardware. They're just like, maybe that's making it a little bit easier to get into the Steam ecosystem for some people, but for most people, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Megabonk got nominated for an Indie Debut Game Award, but the dev came out and said, actually, it's not my first game, so I don't deserve the nomination. Oh, that's awesome. Good on them. Good on that person, Grognak. I had not heard this news. PS5 is more powerful than Steam Machine. Okay. I have no idea. I genuinely have no idea. I haven't looked at the specs of this PS5 before. A cost-neutral calculation or 10% net might be enough. That's true. Valve is a corporation that do make money. they take 30% of sales. Like, they take 30% away from the developers who made the game as the publisher of the game on the platform, right? Like, they are there to make money. I'm not saying that I don't know if this is going to be an altruistic release or if they're actually going to try and make money on this, right? We don't know for sure. So if I was guessing, I would say like $1,200 US might be a little high, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was like $800 US. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe my original estimate was too high. But like the Steam frame, they've said they want to try and keep that priced under $1,000 US. That's sort of something they've said. That's not a promise that that's what they'll do, right? But the Steam frame, like in terms of like, there's a lot going on there that makes that thing cost a lot to manufacture compared to the Steam machine. So they may actually come out at comparable prices. I just, in my mind, I see the Steam machine as selling for more for some reason. I don't know why. Mike, here. Okay, I got your link. Copy link address, paste, and go to. This is a. Oh, look at that. This is a video. We've been sent a video, everybody. Let's watch it. Oh, there it is. Undead on Steam Deck. It's working. That's sick. I like the hearts beating. That's pretty cool. You just chop that guy's head. Oh man, you're chopping guys' heads off. That's sick. Power move. Only one more use left on that. The cleaver attack. Oh, 3 at once. That's pretty good. That's sick. That's awesome. Alright. Resume playing music. There we go. I'm already not caught up to chat again, by the way. Steam Machine is more powerful than the IBM PC Junior. I think it is, yeah. If the price is decent, I might pick one up to replace my entertainment center system. That's a good idea, Deathflow, yeah. King of Nowhere, good to see ya. Good to see ya. I hope you're doing well. You like the stream title? Yeah, part of the reason we're looking at this is because I literally have no plan. But I must stream, of course, so... Altruistic's debatable if it's very long-term bet. They could do things a publicly listed corporation could get sued for. That's true. I guess you're right, Rosie. Look, I don't know. I don't know what Gabe's thinking. If he wants to come on the podcast, I'll welcome him. But I'm not going to beg for him to come and join me on the podcast. If he wants to come on and join me on the podcast, I'll restart the podcast just for Gabe. And then I'll also reach out to the other guests that I had lined up a while ago and see if they still want to do it. But you know, I haven't got time for the podcast right now, so I'll start doing the podcast again if Gabe says, Mike, I want to join you. Wifey wakey time. Hey, no worries, Deathload. Take care. Good luck. And thanks again for the raid. Flip flap flop flipper flaps. Welcome back. Good to see you. What's up? Good to see you. Hope you're having a great day. I still think the VR that's coming from them is going to be the real seller. I'm so keen on that as well, Deathflow. I'm so keen on the VR. It's like my number one. Like I will buy this before I buy any of the other hardware that they're releasing, but I am interested in pretty much every piece of hardware they've got right now. The only reason I haven't bought the Steam Deck is just because I don't really travel that much at the moment. If I was traveling more, I'd do it. If anyone was wondering, Windforge is basically Terraria with steampunk vibes and zeppelins. I was going to ask, but we were so deep in conversation, Deathflow. Yeah, I was going to ask what it was about. So, everybody who came in with Deathflow, thanks again for joining the raid. I hope you had a good time hanging out. I'm sure you did. Windforge sounds like a good time. My name's Mike. I like video games. I also like talking about crap, I guess. So, you know, it's all good. Now what? We bought a game on I was about to say Steam. We bought a game on eBay. We've looked at this stuff. We've talked about this stuff. When's the release date? Have they announced it yet? It just says coming in 2026. You know, I never even watched the announcement video. I never watched it. I was just like, oh yeah, whatever. Like, I don't need to watch your marketing material. But I think this is the right venue to watch it. Let's watch it right now.
Hey everyone.
Hi.
This is Steam Deck.
Hi,
Steam Deck is our powerful, portable, handheld gaming PC that lets you take your Steam library with you anywhere.
Whoa.
We're pretty proud of it.
Wait, hang
People
on a
who
sec.
own Steam Decks have been playing everywhere, and we couldn't be happier with the response we've heard from all of you.
Okay.
We're excited to talk about the future of Steam Deck, but not today, because this isn't a video about the future of Steam Deck.
Wait.
This is a video about the future of Steam hardware.
Steam what?
Today, we're announcing 3 new members of the Steam hardware lineup.
What do you mean?
All connect you with powerful PC gaming. All are optimized for gaming with Steam,
We
and
already know
all
the
are
answers,
shipping
I'm
in
just playing
early
them all.
2026. Let's start with this
Hey,
one.
Trolldass, good to see you. First quarter of 26 is the announced date. That's a very specific date.
This is the new Steam controller.
I kind of hate it. I'm sorry. Why did I say it like that? It reminds me of the Duke. Do you guys remember the Duke, right? I don't know why I said I kind of hate it. It's kind of appealing. It looks bigger than the original Steam controller. I'm going to grab one and have a look.
Oh, you can use a Gravis gamepad? Holy crap!
All right, sorry about that. Okay, so sorry. I'm so sorry. Here is a couple of things here. This is the Xbox controller. This is not the Duke. This is just the regular, like, hey, we've realized that people don't have massive hands, so we've made it a little bit more human-sized. This is the Duke. It's much bigger. And the button layout is not as good.
They're lockers.
There you go. That's a much bigger controller. You can see, like, my hands aren't small. And they can reach, I can reach all the buttons just fine. But yeah, it's a little, awkward. It's a little awkward. Apparently I have a label on the back to recognize it as mine. I guess I might have taken this to PAX one year. When we did the classic gaming. Maybe I brought my Xbox along at some point. But yeah, so they realized their mistake and made it that size. That's about the size of a 360 controller, roughly, as well. I don't have one close at hand, I don't think. But anyway, this is a PS3 controller. You can see the size of that, by comparison, much smaller. This is somewhere between, I would say. You know, it feels smaller than this does. But it doesn't quite feel bigger than this, but it is bigger than this. So this is the original Steam controller. And it's nice, like, you know, it's a little dusty because I haven't really used it much, because I don't have a use case where I am using something like this very frequently at the moment. But if I did have a PC connected to my TV, this is probably what I would be using, because it does have like the nice trackpad and stuff like that. It's quite nice to use when you want to use it. In Steam Big Picture mode works quite nicely as well. So you know, this is a great device, but compare that to like this is feeling a little bit. I've been playing with this a fair bit lately because obviously I've been playing the X-Files game, Resist or Serve, for the PS2. This game lately, and I've had this in my hands a fair bit lately, so this feels like the right size, I guess, at the moment. Whereas this feels probably more ergonomic, honestly. And then if I go over to the Steam controller, I think this is slightly less ergonomic than this. But it does feel like I could totally use it comfortably. Like, it's just, I feel like I have to rotate my hand a little bit around to, like, I don't really have to. Like, if I hold it just right, the buttons are and everything are in the right place. But I don't know. It's just like you got these paddle button down here. You got the trigger, the shoulder button, and the trigger button, and then you've got your haptic feedback. What do you call these things again? The track pads, and then you've got your analog thumbstick and this. Now, what I do like about the design of the new one, it's got the they call it magnetic thumbsticks. I believe that's like a Hall effect style sensor. I don't know exactly what it is, but probably something like that. Anyway, interesting stuff. So, looking what's on the screen right now, though, compared to this, you can see the size of that is quite large. It's quite large. I don't know if it's Duke-sized, but in that person's hand, compared to my hands, it does make it look Duke-sized. So if we go back to here, this is the Duke, right? And so, like, I don't know. It feels a little bit like that to me. Feels like similar. If that person's hands are close to my hand size, which I don't think they are. I think they're a bit smaller than mine. Anyway, it's yes, a thought. Mike, I have this. Works very well also. The Apollo computer. Product number 15. In the middle of something, so I can't really deal with that right now. Sorry.
Oh, you can use a Gravis gamepad?
Right, yeah, okay, yeah, we probably... Oh my gosh, why are there so many wires? TMC, not Hall effect. Okay, interesting. So yeah, of course we could use the Gravis gamepad. The Gravis gamepad, there you go. We could use the Gravis gamepad. That compared to this, you can see like the form factor is very, very different. I don't know. Maybe Steam should have looked at this as their model instead of the Xbox controller. This is the Microsoft Sidewinder gamepad. It's a little different. This one takes more inspiration from the Sega sort of button layout, I think. The Sega Genesis or Mega Drive. It's a weird thing. But yeah, that's pretty cool too. All right. I just had to untangle some wires there. All right, back to the video. Sorry about that. I just wanted to call it out because like my instant reaction to that is it feels more like a Duke controller than it does any other controller that I've seen in a while. So I just had to call that out. Verge of Apathy, good to see. Valve should have looked at the GameCube controller. I'm struggling to remember what the GameCube controller looks like right now. I don't have one. I actually don't have a GameCube. I've got the Wii, so to fill that void. It's an Apollo D-pad. Oh, that's actually cool. I should check that out. That sounds like a good time. Relevant too. Whoa. Sorry, I'm just trying to catch up with the chat because my regular chat is behind the video, so I can't see it right now. Unless I'm reading on the other screen. Jaguar having massive controllers. Yeah, the Jaguar's got huge controllers. I agree. Anyway, let's get this video going again.
The new Steam controller puts all of your Steam games at your fingertips, so you can play wherever and however you want.
This guy's hands look
just like with Steam Deck, we want you to be able to play any game with your Steam controller, even games never built with a controller in mind. It has all the great features from Steam Deck, like trackpads, gyro, and back buttons, all in a comfortable form factor. Its next-generation magnetic thumbsticks let you play with improved responsiveness and longevity. We've put capacitive touch sensors on the thumbsticks and now on the back of the controller too, so you can enable precision gyro aiming with the touch of your thumb, or your pinky if you're feeling fancy. Play for way too long with a rechargeable lithium-ion battery that allows for over 35 hours of playtime. With Steam Controller, we want to make charging and wireless pairing something that's actually easy. That's why we created the Puck.
Hold on. What's this keyboard? What's this keyboard, everybody? Can anybody identify this keyboard? I'm just curious about this keyboard. All right, I've left that keyboard on screen long enough that hopefully somebody can tell me.
And wireless pairing, something that's actually easy. That's why we created the Puck. The Puck is a combination wireless
Samsung with
adapter
a stick
and
instead of
magnetic
D-pad?
charger
Oh, they need to be
included with
fired.
every Steam controller. Snap it on to charge.
N64 controller.
Once you're
hater?
charged up,
I don't blame
snap
you.
it off again. You can play over Bluetooth or a wired connection too.
Whoa, whoa! I just
Charged up,
noticed.
snap it off again. You can
Soda? Yeah, caffeine-free soda. Isn't that like... That looks like a brand. I can't remember what the brand name is, but it's just called soda. They've made custom... Like, obviously this is like a... They're trying to showcase their devices here, and I'm just like, look at the background. But look at that soda. That's really good. Yeah, brand safe. It's brand safe. It's Sprite. That's the one. It looks like a Sprite can, but it's just called soda. That's so funny. And like, obviously, like, I wonder if these crumbs are like meticulously placed as well. Like, yeah, it's just like it takes me out of it a little bit seeing soda back here looking exactly like a Sprite can. That's a company? Soda is a company? Claytor? Am I too Australian to understand that this is actually a brand that people buy? They buy caffeine-free soda? It's a real can. It's not a real can, I don't think. I think this is an advertising safe can.
play over Bluetooth.
We gotta look this up now, don't we? Let's have a look. Soda. So, like, it looks like a Sprite can that says soda. I don't know what I'm looking for. It's this, but it's not this. You know what I mean? I'm so confused. I don't see anything that says soda on it. It's a Sprite can. But it says soda. Oh my gosh, I can't go on like this. I need to know. It's not real. I'm sure it's just a fake. It's a fake one. If you look it up, if you look up community, they have a Lay's anagram. I don't know what you mean. The prop? Oh, right. Yeah, I see. Good old spite. Yeah. For all we know, it could be a flat piece of cardboard. It's true, it could be. For TV, for what do you call it? Like, for a prop. Like, would I put the word fake? Fake? Sprite can that says soda? I don't even... I want to... I give up. But I really want to know. I really want to know how they did this. You know what I mean?
Bluetooth or a wired connection too.
It could be
the new
cardboard,
Steam
for all
controller
we know, you're
works
right.
with any device running Steam or Steam Link, whether it's a PC, Mac, handheld, smartphone,
Look at this Gatorade that's not Gatorade as well. This is crazy. Wow.
Steam Deck, or the new Steam Machine. Oh! This
Hang
is
on
the
a
new
second.
Steam Machine.
They told us about... Did they tell us about the... I was a little distracted. Did they tell us about their cool features?
Battery that allows for over 35 hours. Thing that's actually easy. Magnetic charger included with snap it off again. You can device running Steam or Steam Link, whether it's a PC, Mac, handheld, smartphone, Steam Deck, or the new Steam Machine. Oh!
The new what?
This is the new Steam Machine.
I'll ask Gabe
Steam
about the soda
Machine
can
is
when I
a
interview him,
powerful
yeah.
gaming PC in a small but mighty package, designed for your games on the big screen. It's quiet too, which is
Oh boy. I can't
a
believe
but
they've
mighty
done this.
package,
By the way, that shell figure is cool as.
designed for your games.
They've got Amazon in the background. They've got Amazon in the background. I wonder if they, like, forgot to edit that out.
On the big screen. It's quiet too, which is crazy since it's 6 times more powerful than a Steam Deck.
Is this their fabrication lab?
It's quiet
Like,
too,
where
which is-
they look at this munge on the table here. It's all scummy and sticky, and it's got like project bins and stuff in the background. This is probably the lab where they build the thing.
Crazy
This is cool.
since it's 6 times more powerful than a Steam Deck. Powered by a discrete, semi-custom AMD GPU, enabling 4K gaming at 60 frames per second
the mark
with
looks like a
FSR.
Half-Life 3
Steam
logo,
Machine
yeah.
runs SteamOS, made for a bigger screen. Built for gaming in your living room, your office.
This is pretty sick. This setup is pretty good. I love the idea of this. That's really good. If you could insert a HDMI capture card in there, you could even set this up as your stream machine, right? You capture into that on OBS, and you have OBS running on that, and you have your main like workhorse machine set up, so you can like, you know, stream from there and put all your performance, hard performance stuff on the other machine. Good idea.
or wherever you play with the rest of your PC accessories. Steam Machine borrows some great features from Steam Deck, like lightning-fast sleep and wake, an SD card slot to easily expand your storage, and brings some new tricks of its own.
Did they just suggest that you expand your storage with an SD card slot? How fast are SD card slots? Aren't they like notoriously slow? Or have we moved past that now and we've got fast SD card slots? How's the Linux driver situation with capture cards on Linux? I actually don't know. The driver situation, Verge of Apathy, I haven't tried messing around too much yet. I do want to get my DataPath RGB E1S or whatever it's called. I forget what the device is called. I want to get it running on this machine, but it's still out. It's still in the old Windows machine actually. So yeah, that's something I got to work out. But I heard that there might be a way to do it, but we'll see. We'll have to wait and see. It's not good. It's not as good on Linux, sadly. That is an interesting retro swim. We'll find out. Maybe I'll just have to write my
Like a
own drivers up.
customizable LED strip, which can show different system functionalities, or your own light show. Steam Machine is a PC, so run whatever software you want,
Walls are on Steam
and
Deck
it
while
works
SD
with
card
all
was
your
fine.
favorite desktop and gaming accessories. Steam Machine is designed to work hand in hand with the Steam controller, with the low latency, wireless connectivity of the Steam controller puck built right
like
in.
these animations.
And it's great for streaming your games to your phone, tablet, laptop, Steam Deck, or Steam Frame. Oh, yep, this is Steam Frame.
They really did save the best till last, I think. This thing looks like it's gonna be
Steam
amazing.
Frame is Valve's next generation VR hardware. Stream all your Steam games, VR and non-VR alike, in this comfortable, lightweight, wireless VR headset. Steam Frame uses camera-based tracking, so getting into your games is as easy as slipping on the headset and waking it up. Steam Frame controllers, included with the headset, are designed with all the inputs you need for your VR titles, like motion controls and capacitive tracking for all your fingers, as well as a split gamepad layout to work with your whole Steam library. They even feature the same magnetic thumbsticks as Steam controllers
They have the
for
same
responsiveness
like
and
gesture
longevity.
controls.
Steam Frame also pairs seamlessly with the new Steam controller, a great companion for playing non-VR games in the headset. To make sure streaming is smooth and stable no matter what, Steam Frame includes a wireless adapter that lets you stream your games from your PC to your headset over a fast and dedicated
Half-Life
Wi-Fi 6
Alex is pretty
connection.
sick.
And the game is streamed to your frame optimized
played
for
through that
VR,
on my
using
CV1.
new technology that allows for the highest resolution streaming exactly where your eyes are looking. And Steam Frame is a PC, running SteamOS. In addition to streaming, you can install and play a bunch of VR and non-VR games right in the headset without a host PC. You can also expand your onboard storage to fit even more games with a micro SD card. Steam controller, Steam Machine, and Steam Frame. All built with the same DNA as Steam Deck. All powered by Steam, work together, and can be used however you'd like with whatever peripherals and accessories you choose. Everything you see here is the
Sadly, this is the
culmination of
last
what
VR
we've
headset
learned
they're
from
gonna
our
make there.
previous hardware experience and what we've wanted ourselves as gamers. Powerful PC gaming in an open ecosystem, giving you more ways to enjoy the games you love and discover new ones. Steam Controller,
they
Steam
can't
Machine,
count 3
and
as
Steam
Valve,
Frame
as we
are
know.
all shipping in early 2026.
They've already made one. This is the
Learn
second
more
one. They're not
at
making any more after this. Last
steampowered.com/hardware.
VR headset we'll see from them. Unfortunately. My biggest question is why, oh why, didn't they have this out before Christmas? Maybe they were aiming to. I don't know. Good question, though. They didn't slip any Half-Life 3 references in this announcement. That's a little sad. Alright, we watched the video. That's the first time I've watched the video, by the way. I didn't bother watching it before because I was like, I don't need to watch the video. I'll just look at the pictures and read the text. But that was fun. Half-Life 2.99, yeah. Keyboard you asked about earlier has a Half-Life key. Ah, interesting. Maybe they did slip a reference in. Christmas may not be their target. They aren't retail. Yeah, I guess we'll see. I mean, to be honest, like, if I just had the money just, like, sitting there burning a hole in my pocket, I'd probably buy all of this stuff. You know, like, I can't see a reason not to. The reason I have not bought a Steam Deck is because, like, the price is, like, pretty high for something that I probably won't use very frequently. Because I've got the PC, you know. But if I had a Steam Deck, I would sit down on the couch and play it, but I doubt that. And I don't really travel enough where I'm not driving. Like, I'm driving when I'm traveling. I don't sit on the train or anything like that. When we go away on holidays, I'm on holiday. I'm probably not playing games that much. I'm probably, like, out doing stuff. Going swimming, whatever, you know, doing stuff. So I'm probably not playing that many games when I'm traveling at the moment. So, yeah. Wasn't Half-Life 3 leaked? I don't think so. No. I think there was some potential news about Half-Life 3 being leaked, but it was like people just looking at files. So who knows what's going to happen. The reason I don't have a Steam Deck is because I don't like portable gaming outside of stuff like the DS and Game Boy anyway. Yeah, that's fine. Half-Life 2 was leaked once. They changed a few levels. Yeah, I never looked at the source code thefted version of Half-Life 2. Yeah, it's interesting though. I should play a video game. I don't know what to. Oh man, what do I play? Yeah, I have no plan, but I must stream is true. Sorry, and I must stream, not about. We shall see. It will be announced the day after tomorrow. You can take that as the 21 or the end of the world, like the movie. Take your pick. What, Imicat? It's good to see you, by the way. I think I said hi before, but if I didn't, hi. And also, hi, Manafay. You want me to play Realms of Arcania? Realms of Arcania. I'll probably die if I play it. The DOS one. Mad Dog speedrun attempts? Okay, I'll give you a Mad Dog speedrun attempt, but I don't have it installed right now, I don't think. Boo boo. Boo 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 boo. Mad Dog Williams. The Adventures of Mad Dog Williams in the Dungeons of Deridian. How do I get access to this classic video game on my computer right now? Looks for the Doom redeem. I don't think I have Doom set up either. Let me see. I do like video games. Arcania isn't really dive in and go game. Yeah, probably not a
This game is ass.
game. Yeah. Excuse me. I have Lutris here. Can I just like drag a folder onto it and it figures it out? Is that how Lutris works? I don't think it knows how to deal with it when you drag a DOS game onto it. This is taking me a long time to try and figure out. Yeah, I give up. Play I have no mouth on my screen because of your title. Maybe I should, Max. Maybe I should. How do I add a game to this? So I just click the plus button and then add a locally installed game. And this is annoying. Where's the part that I can just type in where I want to go? Like, how do I get that? No, not like that. Okay. There's not like an address bar you can type into? What kind of a dialogue is this? Linux is so stupid sometimes. Will that work? Obviously not. How do I edit this? Configure? Oh my, Racing the Beam, you legend. Thank you very much for the sub. I'm using Lutris, Claytor. What's Puzzle Depot? I should just play that. Yeah, that's what I should be playing, actually. I want to play it, actually. This is not the version that I normally play. I guess I'll do that one. Like run, maybe. Config file? I don't know. Why would it not choose the same folder? Is there even a DOSBox config in here? I don't see one. I'll just ignore it. That'll do. Alright, let's see if this works. I have not played this game in a while. And I have not played it on this computer. Ever, I think? Also, I should probably set up my capture. Let's do that before we start playing video game. All right. Racing the Beam, thank you very much for the 57 months of support. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I'm on Kubuntu, actually. You're right. Let's do... I guess... easy? No. I feel like I've heard of this game before, Cat? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you have. Did you play Doom 64? I did not. I played 2016. I did not play Eternal or Dark Ages, though. 2016 kind of put me off the franchise. Game is dark, but a great adventure. Yeah, I do want to play a Babylon's Law. I do want to play it. Morning there, Reactor Power. Good to see you. Alright, I'm pressing enter. I'm pressing enter. Is this your first time playing the game? I want to say no, it's not. But if we do say yes, it will show us the intro and tell you how the game works and stuff. You have been sent to Marinor as a mentor and a friend to Mad Dog Williams, inventor by trade, and a lover of antiques. It is your mission to aid Mad Dog in ridding the world of the evil that is spreading on this once quiet land. Normal run? Nah, I don't think so, Bezo. I think I'm going to go through it quickly. How many trees are shown in the lower levels of the Tower Falls? 4. Whoops. 4. Ah, I got it wrong. It must be 5. I'll try 5 next time. Yes. Alright, so I think I want to press F9. Yes. And then I want to type fast. And then I want to go over here and I want to do get ye sword. And then I want to zip through here. I want to type get bread. We want to take that bread with us. And then we want to go through this door. And we want to go over here. We're going to open box. Open. Ah! Too far. I'm a bit out of practice. Get coins. Get device. And then we want to leave. And we're going to practice jump. A little practice jump doesn't hurt. I'm going to go into Pete's Pub, run by not Pete. And we want to go up straight up here. We want to give device. We want to fix spring. Cut rope. Then we leave. I didn't quite get out in time. But that's okay. We did our best. We did our best. And that's the important thing. Doing your best. We're not going to talk to the fisherman. I don't know why I have a dot in my input there. I'm going to jump over the river. And then get a extrication. Sorry, existation. I can word. We're not going to try and stop them immediately. We're going to go back here and pretend to be Malthazar. Yell. No. Blur, 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 blur. Untie. Unite rope. Oh, is it cut rope? Cut rope? Thank you very much for the follow. I have anonymous follows on the channel. Feel free to lurk or jump in the chat and say hello if you would like to. Thank you. I do appreciate it. I hope you have a good time hanging out. Either way. I was right the first time. Existation. Thank you. Get ye flask? You can't get ye flask. Until there is a flask to get. I'm indebted to you for saving my life. You can blah, 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 blah. I'm Leoria. And then Mad Dog falls in love. Get amulet. Get rope. I ain't close enough. Let's jump over the river. Let's go. Now we can go get a rope from this place. Get rope. Now we can leave. Jump, jump. Buy axe. Get axe. Give bread. Get ye flask. Get ye bottle. Bye. Boom, 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 boom. I don't think I can call this an official speed run, but I am definitely not intending to read every dialogue and play through the entire game as if it was a real playthrough either. Get mushroom. Oh, that's not how you spell mushroom. Get mushroom. As you know, there is like a 30% chance that when you eat this mushroom that you'll fall over and die. But usually it doesn't happen, although in this case it did. Unfortunately, fade to black, we lost the game, we have to start again now. Of course, I am lying. We're back. He just fell asleep. But it's a good trick. Good troll. A good troll on my part. Look at that. Squirrel. Was there a prediction? No prediction. No, I didn't set up anything. Whisper friend. Show. Oh gosh. Show amulet. Da, da, da. Da, da. I had my hand on the wrong buttons. I was wondering why my guy wasn't moving. What's the peep sound? It's when I try typing when there's dialogue that wants to be shown. Okay, I forget what to say here. It's something like get ye flask or something. He tells us about the doom of the nation. Okay, now he's giving us some information that's very important as well. without which we would not be able to finish the game. Dun da da dun da 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 dun dun da da dun da da dun dun da 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 da. In the Vale of the Mushrooms. This section is randomly generated, how many screens that you're going to have to pass through. I don't know if it's a random seed or if it's literally just rolling a dice occasionally to see how far you've gone. I don't know if there's an upper limit on how many screens that you can go through. Yeah, I've not tried to look at any code for this at all. But yeah, we finally made it through. Bum ba da ba ba da ba bum ba da ba ba. Okay. Axe broke. Bloom, bloom, bloom. Boom, 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 boom. This is likewise random, but I don't think it's as random. I think it's like got an upper limit. Also, if you scroll like continuously to the left, eventually the game will crash. I don't know how many screens you have to travel, but it's happened to me more than once as a kid when I was exploring this world. Dun da 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 dun dun da da dun. Ba-da ba-da bum bum ba-da bum ba-da 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 bum bum ba-da bum 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 bum. Put amulet hole. This is a spooky dungeon. In this, we have to do a combat against a dangerous trollman. Dun, 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 dun. Mad Dog's a pretty powerful man. Boom, 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 ba-da boom, ba-da ba-da boom, ba-da 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 boom, 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 boom. Ba-da bum bum, ba-da ba-da bum. Man, I should play this on the Atari ST version of this game. Dun, da, da, dun, da, 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 dun. Dun, da, da, dun, 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 dun. Yeah, the ST version, I have a physical copy of it, and I did try streaming it at one point. I actually have 2 physical copies of it. Smell water. Okay. Get water, bouquet. Put out fire. Yeah. Get water. Okay. That's not water. Dun, 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 dun. Almost forgot about this beautiful gem. Excellent. All right. Drink water. Oh no, I'm a rock. Hunt. Dong.
Let's rock. Let's rock.
Legends. Ah, it's been a while. It's been a while. Open door. Bum ba da ba 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 da bum ba da ba da ba da bum ba ba da ba. Hey, we're not a tiny rock anymore. We can have legs and walk and stuff. In we go. Give staff. If you notice the Trogdor symbol on the wall, you're not the only one. The big Trogdor. Big Trogdor up there. This wizard hates Trogdor. But he loves his staff. Okay. Get ye lamp. Open door. Da 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 da. Is this saving game? I don't even remember making these saves. Obviously, I must have done it at some point. There's like a couple of pixels worth of danger and death right there. So I just wanted to do a safety save, and yeah, I'm happy that I got here. Rub repellent self. Rub repellent self. Man, they should have allowed for typos. Blah, 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 blah. The hairy, scary monster wasn't hairy or scary enough. Look at his butt. Greetings, Atari Beer Pong. Good to see ya. A slower playthrough? I mean, we're going pretty good. I don't think I'm making any kind of, like, world record pace or anything like that. Throw water. Throw match. Woof. Atari Beer... I mean, how are you going? I think I already said Greetings. I wanted to say, how are you, though? And also, good to see you there, Atreides and L. It's the dog. That's right. The guy looks/walks like he's wearing heels. Nice. They're very manly boots that he wears. Throw baby, not with the bathwater. Rub lamp. Hey there, Pain Gamer. Good to see you. How are you today? Save. F4. Fly, dragon. La da 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 da. I meant that in a good way. I remember when you played this as Speed Redeem. Yeah, this is a reminiscent playthrough of this. In such a vein. Look at how cool the background art is here, and this magnificent dragon.
Oh boy, we're having fun now.
It's no brain forgot the words. You're dead. Whoa, he went low. Okay. Why are you so low, bro? Whoa! Mad Dog becomes nothing but ash and smoke. His dragon bursts into a raging inferno. Thanks for dying in our game that we made. I'm good, thank you, Atari Beer Pong. How are you? Love this, showing experience going for speed. Yeah, I'm good, thank you. I'm glad to hear that you're doing okay. Alright, this time maybe I'll be better at the game. It's been a while since I've had to fight this fight. Just spamming enter so I can skip the dialogue as quickly as I can. Off we go! Come on! Why do I suck so much at this right now? I mean, I'm a little out of practice, but gee. I almost got this running on the ST someday. Have you not had luck running on the ST, Atari Beer Pong? I didn't know that. I mean, I played it on mine with the original discs, okay. I wonder... Should I... I don't have a usock command, but maybe I should get one, Rue. Yeah, I wonder if there's something I should do about that. God damn it! Why did the frickin'... Hi, Sakura. Good evening. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well today. We need to get, we need to get better at having a brain. Mine is not working good. I keep thinking... Right, I should set up the... Gosh, what's it called again? The Grease Weasel. I should set up the Grease Weasel and make some images of all of my Mad Dog Williams discs, and then I can send you copies of them, Atari Beer Pong. Hard disk adapted version? Oh, okay, yeah. Right. You have like a GoTech or whatever in your device so you can play with disk images though, right? Technically, they only freewared the DOS version of the game, but I'm pretty sure they won't mind if I send you a copy. Alright, one down. Let's go. I can't save. Why is he coming from the other side? Come on! There we go. Finally. Finally, we got success. I'm gonna save. Landed. $5:30 a.m. Ask me later. Oh my gosh. Yeah. No worries. I hope you have a good day today. That would be pretty amazing. I'll see if I can do that for you. It would be good. Time to put a PyStorm in your Atari ST and run it at 2.8 gigahertz. If you're doing, let me know. Yeah, I'll try and organize myself so I can do that. This guy wants to fight. Hey Namcos, games good on both ST and Amiga. Cyber Assault controls like Dungeon Master, but has a mouse-driven shooting parts. Oh, I think I remember seeing that. Apparently it was a phaser game. That's pretty cool, actually. And also the Killing Cloud, made by the same devs behind Star Wars ports. Ah, okay. So, Cyber Assault and the Killing Cloud. I'll try and remember those. I have a bad memory, though. But that's interesting. Thanks for the tips, Namcos. I appreciate that. Sipping a little cup of coffee over there. Babylon's all... I mean, I've got myself a coffee too, but, you know... I think I have to fight this guy, but I forget how. Oh, it's F.
Wow, this makes my nipples hard.
Please just let me strike you dead. Judo chop, judo chop. Yeah, exactly. No knocker sound. Yeah, I had to retire that one. I'll talk to you about it later. Get key. Search man. Okay, we got some keys. Cool. Haven't managed coffee yet. Furthest I made it so far was the restroom. I think that there's some cool stuff going on in this game. I really like this game. I want to work on a remake for this game. Get Appel. Why? Just because I wanted to. Open door. Music is tasty good. Yeah, the music's great in this. And when you do the MT32 version, which I don't have the MT32 hooked up to this system right now, so no point. But the MT32 is pretty brilliant as well. Open box. Unlock box. Get object. You don't have to do this, but I like to do it anyway. What danger lies in the moat just outside the castle? I don't know. Rocks. I forget. It's been too long, and that one rarely. That's a rare object coming up. I have to leave and then come back before I will activate the mirror. Hello there, Spoon Blazer. How are you today? I have no memes, but I must chat. Perfect, perfect. I just saw your message. Blah 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 blah. In and out, blah 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 blah. Star. That's correct. Who is kept in the castle's tower chamber? Woman. Correct. What lies behind the bookcase in the library? Hole. Correct. You answer my questions wisely. Now speak the secret words of passage, and you may enter. Malphaic powers. That's correct. Rare copy protection check. That's not copy protection check. That's you played the video game checks. Every single one of them. Phoenix Salsa, hey, good to see you. Damn, man, you got an MT32. That's awesome. It is awesome. I love it. I will, I'll grab my audio device collection. Push. Box. Now you know that when we trap the evil mastermind, Serac, in this other world, he will never be able to return because he doesn't have his powerful box filled with evil. Maximum success. Oh, this is the wrong way. What am I thinking? Bum ba da bum ba da ba da bum ba ba da bum ba bum ba ba. This is another combat that we have to do, so we won't. Da 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 da. Ba da ba da ba da ba. Enjoy that lurk, and good luck picking up your misses. Hopefully it goes smoothly. Open... I was about to say pick up misses there. Open door. There we go. Let's save, because I'm probably going to die. Jump 1. Bum, ba-da-bum, ba-da-ba-da-bum, bum, ba-da-bum, ba-ba. Oh. Thought I made it first try. I was like gonna be celebratory. We have broken the game. It's actually crashed in exactly the same way there for me before when I've saved the same sort of save. And I think it's just like a... I don't know, man. I don't know. Well, anyway, that was fun. Let me just restart the game. we'll try loading an earlier save, I guess. Just gonna set the capture again, because Linux sucks. Well, Wayland specifically sucks. This is not a problem that I have to deal with on other operating systems like Windows. Alright, Sound Blaster mode. At the start, they make you check the map. I in the mirror sound like that. Yeah, it's exactly like that. Like it's... Well, it's not exactly like that. It's similar to that, though. They're basically checking that you've, like, done everything. Can I press F5 yet? I didn't read that message, but I'm going to say 6. Okay. Alright, landed, I guess. Since the other save ain't working. I think Sonneveld actually patched it as well, so that wouldn't be a problem. I think he found the bug there. So you can see there's vultures flying around the top of the castle. That's one of the questions. And if you look in the moat, you've heard that in the waters the moat are dangerous, but the only danger I see is the moss. Look, moss. This looks like moss to me. I wonder why they say it's dangerous. Maybe I need to jump in and die. I don't know. There's certainly a reason. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the map check is actually really fun. I love the map check. The copy protection for this game is pretty good. It's just like, I don't really feel like grabbing the game off of the shelf to look at the map. I wish this guy would hurry up and die. I don't know why they make the combat last so long. Like, what's the point? Searchman. More time for the music to play. True. You're not wrong. You also can look behind that tapestry and see that there's nothing behind it. You can open the door and get eaten by a monster. You can grab a book off the shelf and see that there's a hole behind the bookshelf. So many of the questions that they ask you in the mirror, you have to die to know the answer. So I suspect if you fall in the moat, it will tell you that you get eaten by crocodiles or something else. And that's what the answer to that first question was. But I just totally forget what the answer was. Unlock. Oh my gosh. Get object. We're not really going very fast through this. I would have been finished ages ago if I was doing a proper speed run. Blah, 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 blah. Moat? I don't know, man. Moss? Bolted door? Monster. Bookcase? Hole. Malthaic powers. Alright, we're in. Push box. Howdy, Jay. How's it going today? Monster? Monster. How are you today, Jay? Good to see you. Too early to tell yet. Yeah, fair enough. I imagine it's quite early for you right now. It is currently 10:50 for me. We spent a lot of the stream today just looking at eBay and looking at Steam hardware stuff. And so this is the first game that I played today on stream. I didn't really have a plan. I was thinking, like, if I got started gaming early, I would... Where am I going? I'm just, like, making up a new path. This is the wrong way to go. I thought if I got started early enough, I would, like, gaming-wise, might play I Have No Mouth on my screen. But part of me doesn't want to, because I've been saving it up for a special occasion, and I don't, like, have a special occasion in mind for it. But it's a game that I've heard really good things about. And so I kind of want to, you know... Let me save here. I'm just going to save this as jump 2222. Just in case, because I'm not sure why that corrupted before. Tie, rope, rope. Tie, rope, torch. Climb rope. Bum, ba-da, bum, ba-da-ba-da-ba. 10 to 7 for you. That is early, yeah. Good coffee, good start to the day. That's the way to go. Jump through the door, jump through the door. You can always jump through the door, da-da-da. Sit chair. Put scepter in hole. Put scepter in chair. Love the new December robot image. Oh, that's fantastic. I'm glad to hear it. I was a little bit stressed out because I didn't actually finish it on the weekend. And so I kind of just finished it off tonight before the stream. I got a little bit carried away with some work stuff. So, I'm glad that you like it though. I feel bad about the lateness of the delivery of the item. For some reason, I was sure you were singing Jump Through the Dog. Poor bad dog. Man, this music's fantastic! Ah, we gotta go now. The music stopped. It's not December yet, except for you and a few others. Yeah, I wanted it to be earlier so that people had more time to order t-shirts. Get rock. I am not close enough. How about now? Jump, 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 jump. Jump, 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 jump, jump. Damn, hey, I asked my son what he wanted to be when he grew up, and he said Batman. Now my wife and I refuse to take him to the theater. Fair. There you go, we got the rock again. Saving. December t-shirts, where? They'll be on the December site as soon as they are prepared. Evening, Coburn, good to see you. Put bucket chain. Put rock bucket. Da, 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 da. Oh, right. Yeah, we got to play this video game. Boop, 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 open box. Get ye vial? Mad Dog reaches in the chest, retrieving the dust-covered vial. Read vial. Read. Hang on, let's just press F7. Shrinking tonic. Read tonic. Look. Tonic. The label on the vial reads, Dr. Skull's Reducing Tonic. Theme for the shirts? Similar to last year, I didn't finish what I was planning to do, so I had to revert to an easier option. I was working on some concept sketches, but I didn't have time to finish it off, and then, yeah, you know, life gets in the way sometimes. You know what I mean? Drink tonic. You'll see when you see it, Coburn. Hopefully you enjoy it.
It would have been pretty cool to drug the cat.
Would have been pretty cool to drug the cat. Still can't believe they have that line in the game, but not that as a solution. Alright, you gotta save like this. Crack line man. Ramen. Dun, 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 dun. Yay! Ba-da, 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 ba, 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 boom, 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 ba-da, boom. Do, 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 do. Oh man, missed the deadline to be on the shirt. Next year goals, huh? Yeah. Hey, just send me a message on my Discord, in just the general channel, and just remind me, like in the next day or so, with an at my account. I'm not saying I'll do that for everyone or anyone. I might forget, but just at me and we'll see if I got time to help you out. Mad Dog suddenly begins to fart to accelerate underwater. Open box. Get armor. Where are more? Yeah, in the general chat on my Discord, it'll work. Well, I'm not saying it'll definitely work. I'm just saying, you know, I'll try. If I do this first try, give me $1 million in a reward for being awesome. I don't know what I'm trying to type here. I thought I had something funny to say, but I really don't. Jump. All right, let's see. Yeah, okay, nobody has to give me $1 million or anything. It's all good. It's all good. No! It's been so long since I've done this, I gotta get the muscle memory back for it.
No! No! No!
Yes.
I can't see!
I'm out of save slots. Don't you love pixel perfect platforming, Peril? Yeah, it's perfect. Perfect pixel perfect platforming, Peril. Put gem box. Da 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 da. Having a very German dinner right now. Frankfurt green sauce with eggs. Usually you put potatoes in it too, but I have none at the moment. And protein, carbs anyway. Protein better than carbs anyway. And get in box. Close box. Oh, it's already closing by itself. That's pretty cool. Okay, sounds nice. It was it nothing Monster Hole in this playthrough? It was not too dope. No. It was Moss Monster Hole in this one. Close open. No, just open door. We have to defeat the castle, which is holding the restraints on the dragon, so the dragon's spirit can be freed. Also, look at the giant skull and bones under the dragon. Like, that man is like 4 times the size of Mad Dog. Like as big as the Cyclops, basically. Except it's got 2 eye sockets, so clearly not a Cyclops. Get armor. Where are more? Look. Dragon. The once fierce dragon leans lifelessly against the chains that held it captive. Poor dragon. Never seen this game before, Nukem? It's a fun game. Wait, is that a bug? Yeah, it is. You were attacking the left side of the screen. It was killing the dragon. Yeah, that's right. It's a little bit of a bug in the game. Mad Dog freezes in fear. He feels a shiver run up and down his spine. He breathes a sigh of relief as he realizes that he's not yet been discovered. Ha 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 ha. Blah blah blah, Thalor. Ha 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 ha, Cell. A moment of excitement comes upon Mad Dog when he realizes that he finally has found the order of his father, King Thalor. Then a feeling of evil, blah blah blah. Evil Serac. What's this? Shouts Serac. How dare you trespass into my domain? You are a fool to come here. Now you shall surely die. You thief! Never mind. With this, I'll be able to retrieve the orb of Malthazar. And there's nothing you can There's nothing that can protect you against its powers. That should keep you from going anywhere. Free, man. What do we do with bugs? Smash them? That's right. Wait, what? Free man. That was a weird bug. I haven't seen that one before. I think it's because I did the free man while I was in the air. Working as intended. Dun da 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 dun da da dun dun dun. Hi, Deluxe Bank Tim. How are you today? What a week! Yeah, tell me about it. It's been a week. Quite a week. Hope you're being good though. I'm having seasonal allergies or asthma or something at the moment. Which is why I've been coughing a bit today. I don't have a cold, although my wife claims that she might be getting one. But, like, other than that, I'm fine. And it's, like, something I've had on and off over the years for a very long time anyway, so I'm not concerned, really. Alright, wow, he's going in the mirror! Hurrah! Break mirror. Victory! I wish I could get the rights to this game, make the sequel happen, and remaster this. So, of course, Mad Dog Williams becomes a Knight of the Realm. And, has some alone time with the lovely Princess Leoria. He gets to know her quite well. Falls in love. Don't worry about that, it's just a glitch. Ignore that. It's just a glitch. This is all just a glitch. It's just a glitch. Nothing happens. Okay, it's obviously not a glitch. It looks like Mad Dog Williams has been abducted by the Cylindrians. Or perhaps mercenaries working for the Cylindrians. We never know. We will never know. Unless I get the rights to this game and make the sequel. Why is my phone buzzing at me? Aboard the spaceship, what's a spaceship? Mad Dog Williams asks himself. The two aliens that abducted Mad Dog examine their newly acquired human. A low, raspy voice resonates from within the shielded helmet. Ah, what a fine specimen this one will make, Zordak. The pilot replies with an agreeing grunt, then says, I'm sure he will please the crowds. What will happen to Mad Dog next? Will he ever get back to Princess Leoria? How will Mad Dog escape from the clutches of the dreaded aliens? Find out in our next action-packed adventure. The Adventures of Mad Dog Williams in Escape from Cylindria. Thank you for playing Mad Dog Williams, blah, 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 blah. Man, 412, I was hoping for 420. I should have picked up some gold. The creators of Mad Dog are supposed to be working on a sequel. Last news was 2004, though. There was 2014 was the last time I saw updates from them, Namcos. I've actually reached out to them and asked them about it, too, so... yeah. I think... The only way that I can see it really happening at the moment is if someone takes it on as a project and they allow it. You arrived at the wrong time, have never played this. Well, that's alright, it's over anyway, so... I'm sorry if you got a little bit spoiled, but don't worry, I don't think I spoiled any of the gameplay. And this game famously has no sequel, so I think you'll be okay. But it's great to see you, the G-Funk. I hope you're having a good day today, and thank you for the GG there, Babylon Zoo. Thank you for the gigantified you win, Euclus. I appreciate it. I do. Let's see here. What we got? Press this button. There we go. Got Alone in the Dark. I got Mad Dog Williams. Got Moonstone, Hard Day's Night. I got Sherlock Holmes, and I got Shadow of the Comet. I've already played all these games. I've already played them all. It's also 11:11, so maybe I should just take a break and go to sleep. How many points did we win? We only won. Oh, you won none because there was no prediction. But I died at the first time I died was in the dragon fight, which was a mainstay of the predictions. Many people predicted that I would die there in a typical prediction. Simon the Sorcerer. Yeah, I don't have that installed right now, though. Day's gone well. 2 weeks till my teaching contract ends, and I think I've been doing well. Oh, that's great. That's great. Hopefully you get renewed as well. Check this out. Send me in, coach. Oh man, imagine that, MacLad. I should do that again. I have to practice. I'd have to practice a hell of a lot, though. I haven't played that game in so freaking long. What's this clip here? What's this clip here? Oh, you've clipped me reading the Next Time of Mad Dog Williams. That's pretty good. Thank you, Atari Goofong. I appreciate it. Yeah, thank you all for the GGs. I appreciate them. So, we were taken for breeding purposes, right? No. I mean, maybe. I guess we don't really know right now. Every gosh darn name is taken. Thank you for clipping the epic outro. Let's see now. Just gonna close some tabs here. This looks pretty good. I want to play this game. I want to play Scooby-Doo Mystery. I want to play it. I'm gonna have to get a copy and see if I can get it working. I want to play it. Why is there a Twitch link? Where's that? X-Files was okay. I had fun with X-Files. They said we'd please the crowds. Yeah. As in the... I assume in the gladiatorial combat arena. That's what I assume. Or maybe in the zoo. Could be a zoo. Got a few ideas. I got a few ideas about what it could be about. I'm always happy when I can make it to your stream. I'm always happy to have you, Manafay. It's always a pleasure. I do have to play some more games, though. I gotta play some more games. I gotta make some more games. Yeah, I think I might call it a night. Let's see now. What's going on out there in the world? Oh, Whiskey Juliet's on? What's Whiskey up to? Whiskey usually got some cool stuff going on. kind of want to replay Grim Fandango somewhere in the near future, personally. Grim Fandango, I should replay that too. It was pretty good, but it took a long time. Playing some Force Commander over there? That's sick. Whiskey Juliet's pretty cool. Everyone should go drop a follow when you get there. I agree. I should play Grim Fandango again soon, Manifest. I might play it offline, though. Always a pleasure, sir. You are a man among men. Well, thank you, Nab that cat and Ron. Appreciate it. I'll talk to you all soon, everybody. Thank you very much for being here. I do appreciate it. Remember, my name is FractalMyMike, and you can follow me on Twitch and on YouTube. And I also have Blue Sky and other accounts as well, but I haven't done anything with those in a while. I apologize for that if you were looking for me there. Anyway, I'll talk to you soon. Have a good time. Good night. Talk soon. Yeah.
I mean, damn.
Have a great day, everybody.
This makes my nipples hard.
Thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. I have anonymous follows on the channel, so take care and enjoy yourself. I'll see you next time. Really appreciate it. See you soon, everyone.
I stuck my